Dwayne Deal.
Yeah, we'll work the plaza, but there's another building. Your workers' comp's in that building. Okay.
For some reason I thought it was down by Galaxy.
That's the industrial register.
Williams inducted in the Alumni Wall of Honor tonight. He graduated from Philo High School in 1966. For 27 years, he was a senior engineer for the FMHA Rural Development National Office in Washington, D.C. On retirement in 2006, Wayne and his family moved back to Muskingum County. He enjoys helping his brother Kevin, his nephew Lance, and great-nephew Lane and their families on the family farm. Dwayne Deal. Next up is our Citizen Wall of Honor recipient, Mr. Bob Walden. Bob started his career here at Franklin Local School District in 1986. He worked as a teacher and boys basketball coach. He was principal at Philo Junior High School in Sandy Lane and then on to assistant superintendent. He always made decisions on what was best for the students. Bob has been an integral part in making Franklin Local into what it is today. Mr. Bob Walden.
I had some crazy ones my first 3 years. I'm not sure every time Valley game.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
Next up is our first inductee in the 2025 Hall of Fame class, Corey Burkhardt. Corey has been inducted into the Philo Athletic Hall of Fame for outstanding efforts and skills on the basketball and volleyball courts. She was nominated by Dan Hildy and Bob Bowski. Corey was a 4-year letter winner as a Lady Electric in both volleyball and basketball, as well as a 1-year letter winner in golf. She is a 2015 graduate of Philo High School. Corey, as a middle hitter on the volleyball court, helped the Lady Electric in her senior season win their first ever Muskingum Valley League title, and also won the sections. Individually, Corey earned MBL and District 12 Player of the Year and was named All-Ohio third team. Corey wrote her name in the record books by earning 125 aces for her career and 19 digs in a single game. As a forward, Corey led the Lady Electric basketball team to back-to-back section titles, earned first team All-NBL, District 12 at Eastern District, and was special mention All-Ohio. She holds records with 288 steals in her career and 11 steals in a single game. Corey is also a 1,000-point scorer for the Marietta Women Basketball Program. Corey Burkhardt is a true electric legend that many future Philo athletes can aspire to be. Corey Burkhardt. Next up is Rhonda Wilson Eggert. Rhonda is being inducted into the Philo Athletic Hall of Fame for her remarkable talent on the hardwood of the famed Pitt Gymnasium. Rhonda's husband, John Eggert, and her son, Rhett Fraunfelder, are on the field sharing this honor in Rhonda's memory. She was nominated by the Wilson family and high school friends Shelby, Rhonda, and Rhonda. She was a 3-year letter winner as a Lady Electric in basketball and also played softball and ran track. She's a 1985 graduate of Philo High School. Rhonda became the third Lady Electric to crack 1,000-point mark and did so in just 3 seasons, and all with this without the help of the 3-point line. Rhonda earned first team All-NBL, District 12, Eastern District, and All-Ohio Special Mention. Rhonda also holds the Philo High School record for career free throw percentage at 81%. Rhonda Wilson Eggert left a lasting legacy for the Philo athletic program at Philo, but also an imprint in the hearts of all who knew and loved her. Rhonda Wilson Eggert. Jerry Lindell is being inducted into the Philo Athletic Hall of Fame for his outstanding efforts on the gridiron and on the diamond. Jerry was nominated by Tad Barker and Steve Wright. Jerry was a 3-year letter winner in football and a 1-year letter winner in baseball. He is a 1988 Philo High School graduate. During his sophomore year, the football team was NBL champions and earned a spot in the state football playoffs. In his career, Jerry specialized as a defensive end, but also saw time at offensive tackle, place kicker, and punter. As a senior, Jerry was a team captain and earned All-NBL, and All-Eastern District First Team defensive end. Jerry was the only senior of the 19 graduating Philo football players that earned 3 varsity letters under head coaches Sprague and Stroll. Jerry only played high school baseball his senior year and made the most of it. He had an impressive 2.17 ERA and fanned 60 batters. He had a .390 batting average, earned first team All-NBL and Eastern District honors, and holds a school record of 39 RBIs and 11 home runs in one season. The team also was NBL champs that year. Jerry Lundell was an outstanding and successful athlete who left an everlasting mark on our Philo athletic history. Jerry Lundell. Next up is Troy Mumford. Troy is being honored with Philo Athletic Hall of Fame Award of Merit for his selfless commitment to volunteering his talent and time to the student athletes of Franklin Local School District as a Philo athletic booster. He was nominated by Joe Schaefer. Troy is a 1986 graduate of Philo High School. Troy has remained deeply connected to his roots, continuously giving back to the Franklin local community. He has been involved in various initiatives aimed at supporting education, youth development, and athletic teams. His many involvements include Athletic Booster member, Athletic Booster golf outing, Athletic Booster casino night, Franklin Local Boosters concession stand, Philo football spotter in the press box at football games for 33 plus years, as well as other jobs in the press box in Philo Athletic Complex. He's an Athletic Hall of Fame committee member, whether it's working in the locker room or helping in the press box, stocking a pop cooler, or rounding up post points for some golf outing. Troy will step up and help at a moment's notice. Thank you, Troy.
Oh yeah, that's totally what I meant.
Next up is Susan Richardson. Susan is being inducted in the Philo Athletic Hall of Fame for dominating efforts in the circle on the softball field. Susan was nominated by Coach Steve Rice. Susan was a 40-letter winner in softball from 1983 to 1986. She's a 1986 graduate of Philo High School. In her freshman year, Susan became the foundation to begin the dominance of Philo fast pitch softball. Susan earned first team All-NBL and All-Eastern District her sophomore through senior seasons. In her senior year, Susan
It's football time in East Central Ohio. From AVC Sports and WILE Cambridge, 107.9, 98.5, NASH ICON. Now it's time to head to the field for tonight's game.
Welcome to week 2 of Ohio High School football on AVC Sports, as tonight the 1-0 New Lexington Panthers travel to Duncan Falls to face the 1-0 Philo Electrics at Sam Hatfield Stadium. Our radio coverage tonight is on NASH ICON 98.5 and 107.9, and our free live video stream available at our YouTube channel, YRP-TV. I'm Dave Hilliard, and I got Mike Snively back in the saddle tonight, his first game of the season. He was off week 1. We got him out here for week 2, and we have a ton of sponsors that are bringing our broadcast to you tonight. They include Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Dutro Ford, Lincoln Nissan, Allwell Behavioral Health Center Services, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, TK Auto Service, Great Clips, Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, Action Total Staffing, Bicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, Shriver's Pharmacy, and Zane State College. We also have a player of the game sponsor, and that is the fantastic Lock 9 Pizza, Mr. Snively.
But we're going to, I think we're going to talk probably more about Lock 9 than the game tonight, because it was every time I go there, I get something different, and I come out of there impressed every time. Once again, impressed by Lock 9.
Well, when we come to Duncan Falls, that is our pregame meal. It's the pregame spot for the AVC Sports crew, and we certainly appreciate all the fine folks at Lock 9 Pizza. They sponsor many things across AVC Communications. Football, our player of the game sponsor, they've been solid with that, and we certainly appreciate them. Again, great food, great people. If you're down this way, make sure you stop in at Lock 9 Pizza. Also, our kickoff is brought to you by Valentine Insurance, First Downs, Bicon Services, Our touchdowns are brought to you by Kemp Insurance Agency, and we've got scoreboard updates tonight brought to you by Surgent Construction. Mike, both of these teams won in week 1, and I think we're going to have a good football game tonight. What do you think is going to be some keys for this one?
Well, I love the game tonight. This is a great matchup, both with big, like you said, big week 1 wins. Here's the thing. You got two well-coached teams.
Yes.
I think it's going to come down to, and both of these coaches have established their program at their respective schools. I think the game's going to come down to you got to the small things. You got to take care of the penalties. A couple of these teams got to clean their penalties up, and that's to be thought of. For week 1, you're going to have a lot of penalties, so they definitely want to get that cleaned up. But you got to take care of the football. And in a game like tonight, I think field position is going to be big, and so I think we're going to have a very defensive game tonight. But I do think field position will be key. Who can pin who back the furthest and take advantage of their opportunities when they knock.
Well, Mike, these two teams have been playing each other in football since 1938. New Lexington has won the last 2 matchups, which was last year and in 2019. Overall, Philo leads the series, and get this, 41, 39, and 2. So we've had 82 games between the two teams. Philo has won exactly half of them. New Lex just a little less than half because of the 2 ties. So that is just an indication of how closely matched these two teams have been through history, and the way we look at it again tonight, another close football game tonight.
No doubt, and if New Lex had one more win, now we got a dead tie. But just a fantastic game tonight with great weather, Dave.
Yes. Next up is the National Anthem, and we have a sponsor that brings to you the coverage of the National Anthem. It's Southeastern Ohio Credit Union, and it's the National Anthem played by the Philo High School Band.
We live in a country with freedoms like no other. To honor America and our armed forces, would you please remain standing and remove your caps for the playing of the National Anthem. Tonight's callers are presented by the Philo Duncan Falls VFW Post 10275. Brought to you by the Philo High School Marching Band and also Southeastern Ohio Credit Union, our Star Spangled Banner presentation sponsor for this football season. We certainly appreciate them jumping in as a brand new sponsor for AVC Sports. Now, these two teams, as Mike mentioned, well coached. Dirk Lincecum at Philo, he is in his 16th season, Mike, and he's only had 4 losing seasons. He's won almost 59% of his games. And last year they were 5-6. They lost in the first round of the playoffs at Logan Elm, a game that I got to broadcast. So that was 5-6, and that's the losing seasons they have had.
Right.
It's been like 4-6 or 5-6. So Dirk has done a great job here at Philo building a program, as well as head coach Kevin Board at New Lex. his 7th season at New Lex. He's 38-26 at New Lex. That means he's won 59% of his game. 11-2 last year. They lost to Tri-Valley and Indian Valley, and the Valleys were not good to the New Lex Panthers. Indian Valley went on to finish an undefeated season as state champion, so no shame in losing to the eventual state champion.
No, and actually they kind of hung in there for a little bit against Indian Valley. It was 42-23, but Indian Valley, they got a big one tonight against Steubenville, and they're on a big win streak, and but they returned some studs offensively. So nothing to hang your head though about losing to Indian Valley last year.
Well, some key losses for the New Lex Panthers. Quarterback Isaiah Stevens, the lefty, he pretty much ran the show for the last 3 years over there, and that's a tough one to replace because he made plays all over the field. Bentley Hansen, another key figure in that really good, strong New Lex team over the last couple of years, and also Carson Kellogg, running back. Those guys, we're talking about a really big loss for that group and that team.
Yeah, huge loss. I mean, you look at especially Stevens in a couple sports. He was just a mainstay right there. I mean, making big plays on the football field, making big shots on the basketball court, and it was a privilege to have called a couple of his games throughout his career in both sports. But I just think Coach Board's got a fantastic program going there. We're going to see a good quarterback tonight in Lane Ratcliffe.
Well, and they've got somebody to step in, and if you think Ratcliffe is a name you should know, there's always a Ratcliffe on New Lex.
Yeah.
Now, Philo, they had to deal with a couple losses. Talon Preston, quarterback, and then eventually became the main running back for Philo last year. He became a dominant force as they just ran the football that second half of the season, and he was hard to handle. They also lost Mason Runkle up front, an offensive and defensive lineman. But back, they've got running back Slade Sprankle, and of course, I love alliteration on the More Music Morning Show in the mornings. I love alliteration. I got Dave's Daily Dad Joke. I love the alliteration in Slade Sprankle's name. They've also got a wide receiver in Aiden Mahan. Aiden is a state champ in the high jump, and he also placed in the long jump, so an athletic target running around out there. And also quarterback Jack Lincecum, and if that name's familiar, it's the coach's son, and tight end Camden Stoner. He is a hard man to handle. Stoner goes 6'5", 235, and they're pairing him up front. We were watching them in the pregame, Mike. They paired him alongside number 76, Christian Long, a 6'8", 375-pound offensive lineman.
A mammoth. And to go back to Lincecum last week, he was really good through the air last week. He was very efficient in the win over Heath. He was, and he had Aiden Mahan, who had 5 catches for 142 yards, almost 30 yards average. Philo, though, flagged 15 times and won a game at Heath.
That's hard to believe, isn't it?
That's hard to do. So I think Philo needs to clean up the mistakes. And they always say, Dave, the biggest improvement during a football season is from game 1 to game 2. So I'm very anxious to see on this beautiful evening here in Duncan Falls how this thing unravels.
What great weather again this week in week 2. Got spoiled last week with some great weather, and we've got it again this week. Low humidity. Hardly any humidity in the air. It's nice, cool in the 60s as we kick off. Also tonight on AVC Sports, Meadowbrook is at Barnesville. That's on WBNV 93.5 and YRP TV. Cambridge visits John Glenn. That's on WILE 97.7 and also YRP TV. Bridgeport is at Shenandoah. That is on KC 105. Next week on AVC, we've got a whole host of games again. I'll be at Maysville as this same Philo team from tonight will travel down over to Maysville to take on the Panthers. They're going to have a moment of silence here for a teacher and coach that has passed here from the Philo community. So we're going to have a moment of silence with the crowd, and we will take a moment of silence here on our broadcast as well.
At this time, if you're able, we ask that you please stand and join us in a moment of silence in honor of Josh Wright. Thank you very much.
Well, Mike, if we were going to try to pick a winner in this one, we talked about this is pretty even, and the history of the teams has been pretty even. We're kind of research guys when we get ready for these games. Fantastic 50 a website I love to peruse because the guy that runs it, well, he's a math professor, and I'm a math guy. I'm
That's
retired.
the Drew Pastor guy, right?
Yep, I'm a retired math teacher. He's a math professor at Worcester. He has this game picked. Now, he does all these computer simulations. He's got New Lex by 17. I think he's off.
I think he's off. How did he do last week with the Philo game?
He was off on that one, too.
He was off on, I believe he had Heath beating Philo by 12
Yeah,
last
it was
week.
one of the big upsets of the week, according to him. So, you know, anything can happen in high school football, and especially you have teams with a history. As I said, they've been playing since 1938. I mean, you know, anything can happen in a game. Very similar schools, very similar fan bases as we were talking. So,
demographics a lot alike for both of these teams. A lot of pride in these towns down here with New Lex and Philo.
Very much.
I so much appreciate it because we get taken well care of wherever we go, whether we're New Lex or Philo, and we get well taken care of. People's always shaking hands, saying hello.
Yep. Well, number 80, Cohen Davis, is going to get things underway. Philo won the toss, but they elected to defer to the second half, which means they'll get it at the start of the second half. New Lex will receive. Mason Ryder back deep, along with number 18, Tyson Spicer. They are back to return this kick. And we are underway here in Duncan Falls, and it's going to head towards the sideline, bounces at the 20, and it's going to be out of bounds around the 10-yard line, and that is against the agreed-upon rules, Mr. Snively.
It is, and that was a great play there by Mason Ryder to just be patient and let that thing go out of bounds.
He looked like he was going to field it, but as you pointed out, he was patient. It looked like it was going to bounce out of bounds. It did, and that's going to give his team pretty good field position. Our referee tonight, Jeff Leffler, umpire Brad DeMarchi, line judge Sean Hanley, head linesman Gary Brandon, and back judge James McKittrick. We certainly appreciate it when the officials hand us a card with all the names on it.
I think that's the first time I've had that, Dave.
It doesn't happen very often, but New Lex, they're going to be 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
Unbalanced line here right off the bat.
4 receivers out there. Ratliff going to throw it that way, and boy, nice blocking out there that allowed the catch to be made, and weaving his way through traffic to about the 40-yard line. Well, they're going to say it's the 39, and that was to Eli Dixon was the receiver on that one, a pickup of 4. And if one block doesn't get made, that might have got picked, Mike.
I agree. And the corner read that thing well. He was just a second too late.
When you throw it back in the backfield, you can block downfield like that. This time Ratliff's going to fake it lefty, going to throw it deep down the field. He's got a man open. It's caught at the 20-yard line, stumbles inside the 10-yard line. A great throw and catch as he gets Tanner Toth behind the defense. Good play fake in the backfield, and Toth takes it all the way down.
Looks about
inside the 10 at the 7 or 8 yard line.
That's a 57-yard gain right there, Dave.
A 57-yard gain. That is a first down, and that's brought to you by Bicon Services. Bicon Services first down for the New Lex Panthers. 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line.
What a beautiful ball by Ratliff. I mean, that ball was a perfect spiral laid out at the right distance.
And the lefty just heaved it, and it was a perfect throw. This time he's going to hand it off, and bouncing his way across the 6 down to the 5-yard line. That was Paul Stenson. Stenson got some of those carries last year, and he's been the primary ball carrier here through week 1. He gets it down to about the 5, so 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. And Coach Kevin Board's New Lex Panthers, they are not afraid to move the football any way they feel, and they like to throw it. They create space for their running game by throwing it, Mike.
And look how wide these receivers are. I mean, they're outside the numbers, to be honest.
And offensive, good job there from Ratliff. He got a defensive lineman to jump. And I say jump, let's just say he moved. That's Christian Long that jumped. He is a 6'8", 375-pound offensive and defensive lineman.
And Long didn't try to get back. He basically said, up, my foot's across. I'm caught.
Done.
They caught me.
They got me. But it's kind of hard to hide when you're that big.
Yeah. He's the 3 technique for the Philo Electrics.
2nd down, goal from the 2 now. Penalty.
Look at these splits, Dave.
Yeah, they're still wide, aren't they? Man, lots of room out there. Ratliff in the snap. He's going to hand it to Stenson again. He tries to plow his way forward. He does into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown for the New Lex Panthers.
Paul Stenson, the bruising fullback.
A 2-yard run, and it didn't take long. We're only 10:07, so less than 2 minutes for New Lex to take the lead in this football game.
Now, I'm not so sure they're going to kick it here, Dave.
Well, New Lex has historically gone for 2 after their first score.
Yeah, I just can't explain how wide the splits are by the line. I'm sure the people watching on YRP-TV can see it, but they're 5 feet apart.
Ratliff rolls to his left. The lefty throws it into the corner. It's caught for the 2-point conversion. Great throw as the receiver caught it before getting out of bounds, and that was number
Tyson,
18.
Yep,
Spicer. And that's going to make our score 8-0 here with 10:07 left in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
Is your son or daughter ready for the next step in their education? Look no farther than Zane State College, located just a short drive away. Zane State College has a history rooted in the values of our hardworking, roll-up-your-sleeves Appalachian community. We are committed to providing top-notch education and real-world skills right here in Southeast Ohio. Call 740-588-5000 and join a community that values tradition, hard work, and the future of your family at Zane State College.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH ICON.
Back in Duncan Falls at Sam Hatfield Stadium, New Lex off to an early lead. It's 8-0 with 10:07 left in this first quarter. A 5-play drive, Mike Snively. It didn't take very long, 5 plays to get down the field and score, and it was a 65-yard drive. 8-0. The big hurt there was the pass play, and I can't remember the yardage you told me that was.
I had it at 57-yard catch by Tanner Toth, which once again I can't express enough how nice of a ball that was that Ratliff threw him, and he had plenty of time. That's the first time I've seen Ratliff unleash it.
Colton Mathias will get things underway here on a John Valentine Insurance kickoff for New Lex. And he kicks an end over end that's going to be caught inside the 20. Mahon, he's back there. He's picking his way across the 30. Bounces out, is going to be swung down and finally surrounded by a host of Panthers. Or is that a den of Panthers? I'm not sure. At about the 34-yard line.
Nathan Moeller, the initial hit there for the Panthers.
And they've got a flag down over there on the sideline, and that might be bad news for the Electrics. The athletic director here said they've got to fix the penalties. Oh, it's the dreaded sideline warning. It's going to be marked at the 33. Philo is going to start their first possession of the game at the 33.
Basically what's happening with that is the official on this sideline is running to the play, and he's not looking at the sideline or looking in front of him, and the Philo people are just too close.
They're too close to the field, so Lincecum, he's going to throw it on his first pass of the game, and a nice defensive play out there on that side by Lane Ratliff. Quarterback turned defensive back as he fights off a block and makes a tackle, and it's going to go for no gain. If he doesn't make the play, that's going to be a nice pickup for Philo.
Instead, but that's a good way to get Lincecum started, something nice and easy, get the arm loose, get the pressure out of your bones right now. And
good ball, good completion, just a better defensive play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Electrics. Lincecum in that shotgun. He's going to hand it to Sprankle this time. Sprankle picks his way to the 35-yard line, and that's going to be it. He's thrown back. And that's just a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. And you'd like to avoid those 3rd and long down and distances, Mike.
Correct, and if you're New Lex, you really got to like the start of this game. Very good defensive pressure on that first pass and a bunch of gang tackling on that first run. So it brings up a long 3rd and 8.
New Lex looking to hold here and get the football back. Philo would like to convert and keep moving the chains. 3 receivers to Lincecum's right side. Sprankle in the backfield. He's going to look to his right, and he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run. He gets across the 35, makes a move, makes a man miss across the 40, 45, and he's going to pick up the 1st down as he's marked out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Needed to get to the 43 and got 1 yard more than he needed, and that is a Bicon Services 1st down for the Philo Electrics.
And right then and there, it occurred to me, we have two southpaw quarterbacks in
Yes,
this
we
game.
do. Two lefties. And Lincecum using his legs to pick up a much-needed first down. And again, a Bicon Services sponsored first down for the Electrics. Better field position now, 1st and 10 at the 44. Lincecum snap back. He's going to hand it to Sprankle. Sprankle straight ahead, picks his way forward and is going to get across midfield all the way to the New Lex 48-yard line. And that is a pickup of 8 yards for Sprankle.
And boy, the quarterback, New Lex quarterback, came up and laid the wood. Lane Ratliff again big on the defensive end, playing that corner position. Maybe a little helmet to helmet there, but some bells may have been rung on that one.
2nd and 2 for the Electrics at the New Lex 48-yard line. Lincecum in that short shotgun, straight back, looking downfield. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He throws it to Sprankle in the flat, and that's going to be a big loss. Sprankle makes the catch, and now there's a flag down all the way back where that tackle was made. Sprankle caught the pass, but he lost about 5 yards all the way back to the 47 of Philo.
Now this is probably going to be on New Lex.
I would think it's going to be
maybe a roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, maybe a blow to the head. I'm not sure, but they're pointing. And he's going to make the call and tell us. Dead ball personal foul, and that is against New Lex, and that is going to be a Bicon Services first down by penalty. Something happened on the tackle back there, Mike. I'm not sure what it was.
I'm not either. I was watching the play out here in the flat where it was another nice defensive play there by New Lex, but just did not end the play correctly with that penalty.
Lincecum under pressure there, got rid of it, but Sprankle took the loss. But on the tackle of the quarterback, Lincecum, we've got a dead ball penalty. Now 1st down and 10 at the 38-yard line for the Electrics. Lincecum going to hand it to Sprankle again. He's got some room up the middle, bounces out across the 35, lowers his head, gets down to the 32. Another hard run on 1st down by Slade Sprankle, a pickup of 6.
Sprankle's got a little get up.
And he's had some space to run in the middle of the field as well. Good blocking up front by the Philo Electrics offensive line.
Yeah, his feet are moving really, really fast, but he's very patient.
Lincecum in that shotgun or pistol, you'd like to call it. Sprankle behind him, 2 receivers to the right side of the formation. To the left side, 1 to the right. Handed to Sprankle. It's dropped, but Lincecum gets the fumble, bounced right back to him, and he gets some positive yardage. He falls ahead to the 30-yard line. Fumble on that exchange, but
smart play there by Lincecum. He ended up getting 2 yards out of that.
It just bounced right up to him, and he just said, I'll get a couple, and he gets it down to the 30-yard line, where it's a 3rd and 2 now for the Electrics. Their first possession of the game. It's 8-0 New Lex here early. Just under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. And boy, they were going to try to sneak him, and they knew it was coming. Boy, New Lex brought a host of defenders up there really close to the line of scrimmage. Kind of the tush push there,
without
Mike.
the push.
Without the push.
Yeah.
And I don't think he got it. He's going to be short. He did get a yard, I believe.
I think he got 1. He needed 2. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to it because they need about a half yard here.
Lincecum, a good athlete. And I would be trying to find number 76 to run behind if I was him in that formation. This time he's not going to be under center. Back in that pistol, he's going to go for it again, and he's going to find it this time. He's going to get that first down across the 25. Had a little bit more ability to read the blocks that time, and he picked up another Bicon Services first down.
Yeah, that was Manu Imanu. Lincecum, there's a run all the way, and Philo picked up 4 yards, and I think they want to start taking some clock after watching, using some clock after watching that initial New Lex drive.
Ball now on the 25-yard line of New Lex. First down, Electrics. Going to flip it out to Sprankle. He's going to try the left side. Not much there, and he's going to be swarmed under with no gain right at the 25-yard line. He tried to run wide that time. Just didn't get the edge sealed like they needed to on that play, and Sprankle wrapped up for a gain of 0, really.
One thing I've noticed about Kevin Board's defenses at New Lex is how many people get to the football.
Yes.
How fast and how many get to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 25 for the Electrics. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Bringing a blitz. And there are flags, and it's a legal procedure. Early motion there on the Electrics. That's going to back them up 5 to the 30.
Maybe a good thing because Terrell King was going to become
He was coming.
untouched.
Yes. Second down now. We're going to repeat the down, but add 5 yards onto it. 2nd and 15 from the 30 of New Lex. 11th play of the drive for the Electrics to start the football game. Clock now under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Straight back, Lincecum steps up in the pocket, but he's going to be swallowed up for a sack. He's going to be brought down at the 31-yard line, a loss of 1. Just couldn't find anybody. The pocket collapsed on him, Mike, just nowhere to go.
3 receiver route, all 3 covered. I was watching down the field, pretty much everybody covered.
I'm surprised, you know, we talked about this earlier in our pregame meal, Mike, that Philo likes to use the tight end to throw to, and they have not looked to Stoner yet.
No, they have not. Stoner, a huge target, 6'5", 235. He's number 88 in your program.
Huge third down here early in the football game. Probably, if you're Philo, it's going to give you 2 downs to get this one. Third down, 16. Lincecum straight back, throws it out into the flat to the right side. It's caught across the 20. Brought down at the 20, across the 25, brought down at the 20. That was number 4, Grant Carpenter. Carpenter gets it down to the 20-yard line, and he's brought down on the play, and that's going to bring up 4th and 5.
More manageable.
Much more manageable.
Yes.
He got 11 yards there, and that puts him all the way down, you know, 4th and manageable, as you said. Big play here. Last time they needed to pick up a first down, Lincecum got it with his feet.
This is going to be a little bit tougher here.
This is going to be tougher.
Long 5 here.
3 receivers to the left side of the formation, 1 to the right. Sprankle in the backfield with Lincecum. Snap back. Here comes the pressure. A slant pass thrown, and the receiver was wanting a little bit of contact from behind. There was, but I don't think the ball was catchable, to be honest, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I tell you, New Lex defensive coordinator is dialing up the right blitzes at the right time. He did on that first drive initially.
They brought the pressure. Now, he had a man on the slant, but he just couldn't get it the completion. And the Panthers will take over now on their own 20-yard line.
You know, a couple of years ago, I had a New Lex game, and I know Kevin Board likes to have some fun. He stuck a lineman out in the trips. And during the snap, the lineman does a cartwheel. He's just out there to do a cartwheel. And everybody from Meadowbrook's looking at the cartwheel going, what is going on? Meanwhile, they're throwing the ball 60 yards past everybody because of everybody's checking out the lineman doing the cartwheel. So look for something like that.
A little different from New Lex.
But these splits here, Dave, are incredible from these linemen.
They spread it out all the way across the formation. Ratliff in the shotgun. He's got plenty of targets. Left, he's going to fire down the field. It's intercepted at the 25-yard line. Bringing it back across the 20. Outstanding defensive play.
Jacob Savage.
Savage right in front of it. He picks it, and he takes it back inside the 20-yard line.
I don't think Ratliff had a good handle on the ball, Dave. I really don't think he gripped it well enough. But Savage was right there, dropped into a zone he needed to get to. And sometimes the hardest balls to catch are bullets right at you. And he caught it.
He made a nice catch. Turned it into a little bit flip in the field position as well. Now Philo a first down at the 18-yard line. A minute ago they were looking at 4th down from the 20. So they've improved their position due to that turnover.
They'll take this.
They will take that. 3:04 left to play in this first quarter. 8-0 New Lex, but Philo inside the red zone at the 18-yard line of New Lex. Lincecum looks to his right. He's got a man down at the 10-yard line, and it's caught. He's wrapped up and brought to the ground. And that was number 19, Jack. I'm saying 19 was the one that threw it. I can't see who the
I thought that was also Savage there. Was that Jacob Savage, number 10?
I think it was. His jersey is a little.
Or Cam Ross.
Yeah,
I can't tell if
right.
that's it.
I think it was Savage. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 1 at the 10. Just inside the 10 at the 9. Philo knocking on the door now. Clock running. 2:27 to play in the first quarter. New Lex with an 8-0 lead. Lincecum in that pistol. Going to hand it to Sprankle. Sprankle almost dropped it in the backfield, and he's brought down Defensive penetration, number 72. And guess what, Mike?
We
don't have a number
him on
72.
We do not have one.
The player that shall be named later comes in and makes a great tackle all the way back at the 12-yard line. As I said, Sprankle had a little trouble getting his hands on it when he got the initial handoff.
It was not a clean handoff whatsoever.
That's been twice now. They've had a little trouble with that exchange.
But the mysterious number 72 now playing defensive end.
See his third down now from the 12. Lincecum going to take it himself, and he's not going to have much room, but he does get it across the 10-yard line.
And you just wonder, that play was because they know they're going to go for it on fourth down from short.
Fourth down.
Oh, they moved it back just a little bit. They said he was down a little quicker.
Okay.
I thought it was more like 4th and 1. It's going to be more like 4th and 2.
4th and 2. They've got it marked at the 10. They need to get to the 8. Another fourth down play here. This one even a little more manageable than the 4th and 5 they faced a minute ago. The clock running now, 1:05 to play in this first quarter. New Lex 8, Philo nothing. Big fourth down here for the Electrics.
A lot of size on the left side with Stoner in at tight end.
And Coach Lincecum's going to call a timeout and talk about it. As you said, Mike, I agree. They've got Stoner over there with their lineman on that side long, and I think that's where their intention was going.
I would think so.
Again, our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, TK Auto Service, Great Clips, Zane State College, Shriver's Pharmacy, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Action Total Staffing, Village Hardware and Rental, and Doan Ford, all sponsors of our broadcast. NASH ICON 98.5 and 107.9, and also YRP TV. Our man Andrew Dunlap running the camera tonight. We got Bryce Haynes. He is the jack of all trades, our engineer / technical guy running the show here in terms of our audio and video production. We certainly appreciate those guys working with myself, Dave Hilliard, and Mike Snively here at Duncan Falls tonight. Boy, what a fabulous, and it's still August, but boy, it feels like just a wonderful fall evening.
But I have a sweatshirt and sweatpants here for, I guarantee once that sun goes down, Dave. The last few nights,
It's
a little chilly.
It's been in the 40s.
Yeah, it has.
You get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Fourth down now for the Electrics. Lincecum's going to run it himself. He's going to try to get to the right side, and they string him out. They stand him up, and they're trying to push him forward.
This is so close.
This is going to be.
But now we got a late flag.
It's a right foot, left foot mark, and there is a flag thrown on the play. Now, of course, the offense is saying they got it. The defense is saying they stopped him.
The second effort there by Lincecum might have got him the first down, but is this a late face mask of some sort?
And we're going to find out from the white hat right now. A face mask. So that takes all the question out of it. That's going to be a Bicon Services first down for the Electrics. It's going to be marked inside the 5, just a touch inside the 4-yard line. So first and goal for the Electrics.
And the crowd at that point, waiting on the official's call, was so quiet. Nobody knew what happened.
Yeah, it's not really, it wasn't obvious
No,
for
it
us up
wasn't.
here. So now it's first and goal from the 4. Electrics trying to make hay here before the end of the first quarter. 30 seconds left to play in this first quarter. And we're going to get a timeout from New Lex. We'll use that time to take a quick timeout as well. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
Dave Hilliard, Mike Snively back at Sam Hatfield Stadium in beautiful downtown Duncan Falls, Ohio, for the New Lex Panthers versus the Philo Electrics here in MVL as we would say, crossover battle, although these crossover games between the big school division and the small school division do not count in the standings. We can still call it somewhat of an MVL crossover battle. In basketball, they count.
They do. Just got word out of Steubenville, by the way. We're talking about Indian Valley. Grady Kinsey, in 2 possessions, has 100 yards.
Wow.
And they lead Steubenville 14-0.
Wow. Philo now, 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. 26 seconds to play in this first quarter. Linscomb with the snap. He's going to hand it to Sprankle. Sprankle's got a little crease. He's trying to bull his way to the end zone. He's stopped. He gets in. The official on the right side said he is in for the touchdown. 6 points for the Electrics. That is a Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown for the Philo Electrics. It's now New Lex 8, Philo 6. And I believe Philo lining up as they're going to go for 2 as well.
Well, New Lex forced it because they got 2 on their first possession.
Exactly.
And this is going to, what makes things interesting is, you remember back in the day when Oregon, they always tried for 2,
Yeah.
and it seemed like they always got it the first attempt, and you just felt like you were far behind if you're the opponent.
Right. Well, Philo's going to line up themselves to go for 2. There's 21 seconds to play in this first quarter. And they're trying to capitalize and tie this football game. Now they change formation, and they're going to call a timeout. Philo didn't quite like what they were seeing, the coaching staff, so
No.
they stopped the play. We'll keep it right here. We've got 21 seconds to play in this first quarter. New Lex with an 8-6 lead. Philo trying to tie this one up. Mike, each team 2 possessions in this quarter. New Lex with the quick-hitting 5-play drive for a touchdown to start the game, and then they only had 1 play in their next drive. So if you're Philo and you're trying to take control of the game and run clock and keep the ball away from New Lex's offense, you're getting it done.
You're getting it done, and Philo 5 plays. That's it.
Yeah.
And let's see, 6.
New Lex, or you mean New Lex 5 plays?
New Lex 5. 18 plays for Philo in this first quarter.
Right.
Hey, Dave always wanted to have a coach on the football team, the 2-point conversion coach. That's all you do. You prepare 2-point conversions all year long. Yes.
Well, let's see if Philo's got one here. They're trying to get this conversion to tie this game up. If they don't get it, it's going to be 8-6 here, and they'll be kicking off. Now they're going to change the formation. Everybody's moving. Sprankle goes out. Nobody in the backfield with Linscomb. Puts a man in motion. And he's going to flip it out to that left side, and he's not going to have any room. He's brought down way back, and if I'm head coach Dirk Linscomb, I'm going to find another 2-point play to run because that was kind of slow developing, and it looked like everybody from New Lex knew where it was going.
And I thought he was actually going to throw that as a halfback pass.
I thought he was going to throw it as well, but Mahan tried to get it himself and couldn't get it done. He's brought down way back at the 10, so that's going to leave our score at 8-6. 21 seconds to play until the end of this first quarter. New Lex now with a 2-point advantage, and they're going to get the football back. But as you said, Mike, they have not had an opportunity to run very many plays, and that's playing to what Philo would like to do.
Exactly. So New Lex, let's see, at their last possession, Lane Ratliff's pass was picked off the first play on the second possession, and this will be their 6th play, and we're going to be probably going to be the last play of the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to kick off, and they're going to get to run a play, and that'll be the end of the quarter. So Philo, and they're going to have to tell the kicker to move back to the 40, and he does.
Now, last time it was kicked out of bounds, and the ball was taken at the 35-yard line for New Lex.
You'd like to see them have to field it and have a return as opposed to kicking the thing out of bounds.
And I believe this is Cohen Davis. Yes.
This is Davis again. He started the game off with a kickoff.
Davis just a sophomore.
Another kickoff brought to you by John Valentine Insurance in Cambridge, and his foot is in it, and it's
very similar.
Flirting with going out of bounds, but this time it's touched, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that time he wasn't as patient.
He wasn't as patient.
Time. And that was Ryder.
And it probably would have went out of bounds.
I thought as soon as he hit it, there's another one that's out of bounds, but he wasn't as patient as he was on that opening kickoff. He hits it, it goes out of bounds, this time inside the 10-yard line. So New Lex, 1st and 10 from their own 9.
And there's nothing better than the kicker running on the field and who I assume to be the special teams coach, meeting him halfway with the high five.
Yes. He did his job on that one. He forced a bad decision.
Yes, he did. So
now
91 yards from pay dirt all the way back.
I'd like to know, Coach Board, what his splits are, what he tells his linemen, how far they need to be split, and how far the receivers need to be out. Because it just looks like a lot of space out there. It's going to be a fake handoff. Ratliff going to run it. Now he flips it out to the right side, a little RPO, and it's fumbled, and it's going to be recovered by Sprankle. The pass was completed, but a big hit, and it looks like Lincecum might have made the hit that knocked the ball loose. Sprankle gets it, and he returns it to the 17-yard line. So, again, another turnover now for the New Lex Panthers.
And Toth took a big hit right there. He's getting up a little bit slower, but he took a big hit. That was a great defensive play by the Philo Electrics. Sprankle with the recovery.
And again, New Lex not getting to run many plays.
No, that's
Mike
only
Snively.
like their 7th play, their 6th play, if we don't count the penalty.
Right. So Philo, 8 seconds to play in the first quarter. They get the ball back, and they're at their own at the New Lex 17-yard line. 1st and 10. This is a much tighter formation now. Lincecum under center for one of the few times. He's got I formation, basically. He's going to hand it to Sprankle. Sprankle's got a little room. He was hit in the backfield, but he spins forward, and he's going to get to about the 13-yard line, so a pickup of 4 yards. And that's the last play of the first quarter. That's going to end it here in Duncan Falls. New Lex leads 8-6 at the end of one. We'll be back with second quarter action. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
Need help finding a job or recruiting reliable workers? Action Total Staffing is your trusted local staffing partner. We work hard to connect skilled candidates with employers across southeastern Ohio. Action Total Staffing provides industrial, administrative, temp to hire, direct hire, and seasonal staffing solutions. Since 1994, our staff has offered personalized screenings and in-person interviews to match top talent with great opportunities. Visit our Zanesville location to launch your next chapter with Action Total Staffing.
Second quarter ready to get underway at Sam Hatfield Stadium in Duncan Falls. Philo knocking on the door. They've got a second down from inside the New Lex 15-yard line, but they do trail in the game 8-6. New Lex leads on the scoreboard. Philo leading in ball possession and number of plays in that first quarter, but Philo with a chance to take the lead here, setting up shop now at the 13-yard line of New Lex in a second down situation, Mike.
So New Lex comes out, and like I said, they're 5-foot splits. I haven't seen that since Germantown Valley View back in the 90s when they were loaded. And then conversely, you had Philo in here with about 1-foot splits, maybe even foot to foot, and they're just going, they want to beat you in the phone booth.
Back underneath center this time. Lincecum got an I formation behind him. Going to hand it to Sprankle deep, and he darts to his right, back to his left, across 5, runs into the official, and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. Great individual effort from Slade Sprankle, and that is a 13-yard touchdown, and that brought to you by Kemp Insurance Agency.
Peyton Byers for the Philo Electrics, the fullback. He's in a sprinter stance.
Yes.
And he is going full blast right at you. And it's just smash mouth football from Philo right now.
So the first play of the second quarter, Philo gets on the board again, converting a turnover into a 13-yard touchdown run.
So the Electrics want to go for 2. Let's see what they do for the conversion here, Dave.
This time, I don't think it's going to be the same play they ran last time. There's a penalty flag flying in from the official, and that's either going to be offside or illegal procedure. We'll see what that is. A 2-play drive.
It's going to back it up 5 to the 8.
Right guard and right tackle both in the backfield.
5-yard penalty. Track.
Yeah, you can't have the right guard and right tackle both in the backfield. So are they rethinking this? Bringing in new personnel.
New personnel, could be a kick this time.
The kicker ran on the field, but he ran back off at the block.
And he's not. They're going to run a play. Linscomb in the shotgun. He's going to run it himself, tries to make a move and make a man miss, but he's brought down at the 5-yard line, and that penalty cost them there. They were not able to get the 2-point conversion. That's going to leave our score here. Philo 12, New Lex 8, as we're just underway in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
At Doan Ford, your family means the world to us. Our parts and service department work to make sure your family arrives at their destination safely. Our collision department takes pride in getting your family back on the road. Whether you're taking a trip, going grocery shopping, or taking the kids to school, choose Doan Ford. We will be happy to help you. Stop in and see us today for all of your parts and service or collision needs.
Second quarter action here at Sam Hatfield Stadium in Duncan Falls. Philo has taken a 12-8 lead just as we start the second quarter, converting yet another New Lex turnover. That's 2 turnovers to start this football game for New Lex. Philo now enjoying their first lead of the game at 12-8. And Mike Snively, that's what Philo's got to be. They've got to get some turnovers and be opportunistic. And their game plan is working to perfection right now.
Yeah. Turned the ball over twice now, 2 plays in a row. Now, this is the most interesting part of the night, is where is the kicker, Davis, going to put it this time, because we've had 2 interesting kickoffs to start this game from Davis.
He's angled it deep to the right. The first one went out of bounds. The second one, receiver touched it and it went out of bounds. This one's going to stay in bounds. It bounced the 30s, picked up at the 25 and brought back across the 30, just short of the 35.
That was Dalton Waite who fielded that ball for the Panthers.
And I think they're going to mark him right at the 35. So they're going to set up shop 1st and 10. And they've turned it over twice now. Their last 2 plays have been a turnover. And I know Coach Board likes the wide open offense, and it's not going to make him back down. But I know in the back of his mind he's got to be thinking, we need to do something positive where we don't turn it over on this play.
This is play 6 on the evening.
Not very many. Philo, first lead of the game here, 11:45 to play in the second quarter. It's 12-8 Philo. And there's going to be an illegal procedure. And
boy, the last 3 plays for New Lex Day, wow.
Just not been very, it's like just, you get in that funk for a little bit. You got to work yourself out of it. And
so you have interception, fumble, and now legal procedure.
So that's going to back him up to the 30-yard line, a 1st and 15. Ratliff in that shotgun. 2 receivers out very wide to his right, 1 to the left. He's got a running back in Stenson in the backfield. Ratliff going to hand it off. Stenson might have went to the wrong side, but he still got the handoff and powers his way across the 35 out to the 37-yard line.
But you know, sometimes when there's confusion in the backfield, the eyes of the defenders get confused as well, and that kind of worked out there for New Lex.
Okay, 2nd down and 8. They got the penalty yardage back plus a couple, so 2nd and 8 for New Lex. Ratliff going to throw it out in the left flat. He's got his man across the 40. 45, going to pick up a 1st down. And that was number 3, Dixon, and he picks up a Bicon Services 1st down at the 45-yard line.
Dixon's 2nd catch for 14 yards on the night.
New Lex now on the attack. They moved the chains. Finally ran a couple plays without turning it over. They got to feel better. They're going to hand it off to Stenson. Stenson going to be hit by Stoner. And that's going to be a very short gain, maybe a couple there to the 47. Stoner pursuing down the line of scrimmage, making a great tackle from behind. And that's going to be 2nd down and 8, 11 minutes to play exactly here as the clock moves on in the second quarter.
Stenson 3 carries, 11 yards.
2nd and 8. Philo up 12-8 over New Lex. New Lex trying to answer after turning it over their last 2 times with the football. Ratliff looking to his right. He's got a man in the flat and is caught under pressure. Good tackle there. Pretty decent coverage as the defensive back, number 23 for Philo, Cole Cash right there, but even a better catch made.
Cole Cash.
Cole Cash.
Remember him from basketball season.
I like that name. 3rd down now from the Philo side of the field at the 48-yard line. 3rd and 3. Short pickup on that 2nd down play, but good coverage, brought him to the turf quickly. Ratliff now, 3 receivers to his right to that tight side of the field. He's got a man in motion. Going to hand it off. Stenson ahead. He's going to get across the 45, 40, 35-yard line before he's brought down. Big pickup on 3rd and short, all the way down to the 36-yard line. That's a 12-yard pickup.
All I can hear is Chris Berman doing the Mike Allstott. Boom, 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 when Stenson runs the football.
Yep. He's not going to make a bunch of moves and make you miss.
He's coming right at you.
He's going to go north and south and try to pick up his yards that way, and he did it right there. 12-yard pickup. He did make a cut in the hole, and there's a penalty flag quickly, and that's either
offside on.
They're saying offside on New Lex.
And I believe Tyson Spicer, the receiver, was lined up across the football.
So
right in front of the official.
Probably not a good spot for that.
No.
That's going to back them up 5. 1st and 15 again from New Lex. They were able to overcome a 5-yard penalty in their last series of plays, so we'll see if they can do it here. 1st and 15. Ratliff going to throw out in the flat. He's got his man. Good pursuit. He's going to be brought down across the 40. Got a couple yards really out of nothing because Stoner was back there. Stoner, I thought, was going to bring him down, but forced him back to the inside. He did pick up 3 yards there. He got it to the 38-yard line of the Electrics.
Ratliff is 6 for 7. His only miss being the interception. He has 81 yards.
He's really completed them all, just one to the wrong team.
Wrong team. You're exactly right.
2nd down and 12 for the Panthers. They're in Philo territory at the 38-yard line, 8:50, and the clock moves here until halftime. Ratliff shouting out, maybe trying to draw Philo offside there, and Coach Board wants to call a timeout and discuss it, which just kind of fires up the Philo Electrics a little bit there on defense. Interesting that I thought they were trying to draw him offside. I thought that was the whole point of that, and it didn't work. So, all right, let's go back to the drawing board.
And normally, I've watching New Lex over the years, they are good at that, the hard count, getting the other team at least one guy to jump. And we saw it earlier in the game on that first possession for New Lexington. But Philo, well coached as well. Fool me, do it to me once, you know.
Yep.
Fool me twice, however it goes like that.
A Surgent Construction scoreboard update. Clear Fork leading the Zanesville Blue Devils 19-0. That in the 2nd quarter. Monroe Central leads Blair. Did I say it with one syllable like you're supposed to, Mike? 7-6 in the 2nd quarter. Amanda Clear Creek leading Licking Valley 14-7. Ridgewood up on Riverview 28-0. Indian Valley now up 22-0 over Steubenville.
If Steubenville loses tonight, it'll be the first 0-2 start since 1956.
That's just hard to comprehend. Ratliff fakes the handoff. He's being chased by Stoner, and Stoner going to bring him, nope, doesn't bring him down, and Ratliff gets loose. He's still on the run. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Stoner upset with himself. He had a sack and just didn't get Ratliff to the ground. Ratliff able to get out of it and throw the ball to the sideline.
The ball was thrown, made the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
That was going to be my question, Dave. Was intentional grounding. But in high school, if the quarterback's outside the pocket, I guess that is a rule too.
I said the ball has to get to the line of scrimmage,
so
which he said
that.
it did, yep. So now a huge 3rd down in the football game here early. 3rd and 12 for New Lex. 8:33, the clock is stopped with that incompletion.
But what a play there by Lane Ratliff just to
get loose.
Just to get it, yes.
Because Stoner had him dead to rights back there. Ratliff now in the shotgun. He looks to the right side. Now to the middle of the field. He's got a man that's thrown high and incomplete. through the hands of his receiver, Tyson Spicer. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and I'm just going to say Coach Board's probably going to go for it.
I'm going to think so. I mean, their defense is playing decent.
Yes. They've just been put in a bad situation by their offense a couple of times.
So they may try to get them to jump here, might be the first thing they do.
That would be the first thing. You'd be telling them to watch the ball if you're a defensive coach. Fakes the handoff. Ratliff going to throw it out to the left side. He's got a man. It's complete, but he's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line, and that is short of the 1st down. So that is going to be a turnover on downs. Philo gets the stop they wanted, and they get a 1st down now at their own 29-yard line.
That was Tyson Spicer on the catch.
Philo played that very well. They did allow the completion, but they knew the yardsticks were in their favor, Mike.
Yeah, that was a good defensive stand there by the Electrics. Just sitting back in their zone. They knew the down and distance. Their D-backs were on their back of their feet were on the chains. They knew that they had to go quite a far distance to get that 1st down.
The Electrics now 1st down and 10 from their own 29-yard line. They just got the ball turnover on downs. Lincecum looks over the defense, sets the man in motion. He gets the snap. He's going to flip it to Sprankle. Sprankle cuts back to his right now, finds a little bit of space and gets it to the 30-yard line. A very short pickup of 1 yard. But it was a positive gain of yardage on 1st down. And high school football, college football, pro football, I don't care what level it is, you've got to be successful on 1st down.
You got to be successful on 1st down, and you got to run the football. That's Sprankle's 35th yard on 9 carries. He also had 2 touchdowns, by the way.
2 touchdowns for Sprankle. Lincecum now 2 receivers to his right. He's going to hand it to Sprankle again, right up the middle. This time he's going to pick up about 3 yards, and then the pile is just going to keep moving forward. He's going to get it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2nd effort and a little help from his friends. That's a 6-yard pickup.
So I think Philo likes what they're doing now. They're controlling the clock. They're picking up adequate yards for 1st down after three plays.
7:20, clock moving. Philo up 12-8. And Stoner, I always like to see where he's at because he's an athletic blocker, and he's lined up basically across from a linebacker, and he wins, but the play is going on the inside, and Sprankle is brought down. He lost a yard there. It went back to the 35.
Blown up by Eli Stevens.
He makes a great defensive play penetration. Sprankle had nowhere to go. And 4th down on your own side of the 50-yard line. That's going to be a punt now.
Our first punt of the night?
First punt of the game, I believe. And who is our punter back there for Philo?
That's
high snap. Punt, he gets it away. The great play from the punter to catch a very high snap, and he gets a roll all the way down to the 27-yard line.
Griffin Harper punted the ball for number 32 for Philo.
Griffin Harper went up and made an athletic play. Like that was that was destined to be over his head, but he makes the catch. And under duress, a pretty decent punt.
Flipped the field position.
Yes, he did.
What more can you ask for?
So New Lex now takes over. They've got a 1st down. With 6:18 to play, a 1st down from their own 28-yard line. Last possession, they turned it over on downs. Philo, therefore, enjoying a 12-8 lead, and there's another penalty flag, and I think that's going to be on the offense, illegal procedure. And boy, New Lex has started off their last couple of possessions with a penalty on 1st down.
Yeah, after the first drive, Dave, it's just been struggle bus for the Panthers. They've got to clean that up.
Still early in the season for both teams. We're looking at week 2.
But a very important week 2 because you win this game, that's really going to get you some playoff points at the end of the road.
Both teams Region 15, Division 4. Stenson now going to run it, and he bowls his way across the 30-yard line.
Bulls is the right word.
And he picked up the penalty yardage plus. They're going to mark him at the 31-yard line.
33 yards for Stenson.
And again, wide splits for that line, and Stenson's going to run it again. This time he's tripped up quickly
And I believe that was Peyton Byers.
Yep, he made a really nice defensive play, beat a blocker and got in and made a tackle. He's brought down at the 33-yard line.
Knifed in there, did a nice job hitting Stenson low.
Third down, going to hand off to Stenson. Stenson keeps the feet moving, and he gets the first down across the 40-yard line. Stenson, great running there. Put the shoulders down, and he just keeps moving north and south. I like how he runs, Mike.
Yeah, there's no northwest or southeast. It's straight downfield.
New Lex quickly to the line of scrimmage. Now they check over to Coach Bourne for some instruction. Not quite as wide on the splits in this formation, Mike.
Now I wonder if there was an adjustment there.
Ratliff puts a man in motion, and he's now lined up on the left side of the formation. Fakes the handoff to Stenson. Ratliff under pressure, he's going to run it. He cuts across and he makes two men miss. He splits the tackle, gets a block downfield, and all the way across the 40 to the 35 of Philo.
24-yard pickup there by Ratliff.
And he found a space and he took off, used his feet. A Bicon Services first down at the 35-yard line of Philo. He's going to throw it out into the flat. He's got his man on the left side, and he's going to be brought down from behind after a short gain. When he's throwing that, our angle, I keep thinking somebody's going to pick that.
Well, a couple of the defensive backs have read that, but luckily enough, the receivers have got a piece of the Philo defender just enough to where it's not a pick six the other direction.
Because they've got to make that block, or it is going to get picked. Ratliff going to flip it out on the left side this time. New running back, and he jumps over and hurdles his way across the 20-yard line. That's another Bicon Services first down.
Colton Mathias.
And that was Mathias. He picks up a Bicon Services first down at the 18-yard line. Another big pickup. It was a 13-yard gain. New Lex finally has found some life on offense. Ratliff hands it again. It's the same man. He gets across the 10. And he's finally hit and driven back, but another solid run and a good pickup. And that was Colton Mathias again.
Colton Mathias says, let's go. Give it to me again.
Another Bicon Services first down. First and goal now, Ratliff. He's going to hand it off. Mathias is going to get another run, and he gets it down to the 1.
And there's bodies flying behind the play. No flags.
Didn't get in the end zone, but just short. It's going to be now a second and goal from the 1-yard line. 3:30 to play as the clock rolls in this second quarter.
Why not give it to him again, Dave?
Might as well. He's in the backfield, and then he's going to hand it to him, and he's hitting the backfield.
There was that wide split. And Peyton Byers again, knifed in there, bang.
Maybe Mathias was running out of gas there a little bit. And he's brought down for a loss at the 3-yard line.
Now that changes your game plan here a little bit.
10th play for New Lex, and when they can keep the football like this and they get first downs and they're moving quickly, that's when they have really good offensive flow, and they're giving Philo a lot of problems.
Running, spotting the ball, getting the play off quickly.
Third and goal now from the 3. Ratliff going to hand it to Stenson. Stenson hit in the backfield, and he's not going to get there.
Four down territory.
Yes, sir. 4th and goal now from the 2. Stenson only got 1 yard. And the 11th play of the drive is going to be the make or breaker. It's 4th down.
Just inside the 2, Dave.
Just inside the 2-yard line.
Both teams with 1 timeout left. Time a ticking, under 2:25 here.
They've got plenty of time on the play clock. We're down to 20 seconds on the play clock. And if you score, yeah, you would. Well, the clock is moving, so I was going to say you wouldn't. They're going to call timeout when this gets down there, I think, because now we're down to 7 seconds, 5 seconds, and there's your timeout. I don't think they wanted any part of that, but they did want as much clock to expire as they could, because you don't want to leave Philo time here at the end of the half.
Exactly.
So 4th down and goal from the 2.
Left hash with a left-handed quarterback. So if you're rolling left,
there's not much room.
Not much room, exactly.
Not much room. Now, I was really impressed week 1, the Meadowbrook quarterback.
Michael Ray.
he was moving to his left a lot in that game and throwing
And was
across
able to
his
throw it
body,
across
and
his
very effective.
He's a good-looking kid. I tell you what, I like watching him on the basketball court too. But yeah, an athletic kid, probably about 6'3", moves well.
Anybody that can throw across their body and do it accurately, they've got some ability, and he impressed me for Meadowbrook. Of course, his athleticism, they were down 21-0. They ran a throwback pass to him, and he found a way to scoot down the sideline and score on the last play of the half of that Tri-Valley Meadowbrook game.
That was a tie game.
Well, and that made it 21-7, and then Meadowbrook scored out of the locker room, held, scored again, then it was tied.
Yeah, and like late in the third. And then all of a sudden,
it was the other way. Tri-Valley said boom, 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 3 touchdowns in a row, and it was over.
Yeah.
But it was a really interesting game.
It was. That was a Thursday nighter last week.
Thursday night.
You had a doubleheader last week. You had Thursday, Friday.
I was busy last week.
And you had a good game with John Glenn and Maysville in overtime there.
I was busy. Getting home late both nights, let me tell you. Here it is, 4th down. New Lex, they've got to get in the end zone. Ratliff going to run it himself. He's trying to find some space, and he does. He was in the end zone. Touchdown. Boy, he got rocked when he was in the end zone, too, but it's a touchdown. A 2-yard run from Lane Ratliff, and that gives New Lex a 14-12 lead.
I mean, Coach Board made no bones about it. We're just going to run in between the tackles. If we can't get it in, we don't deserve to score. So now here comes another 2-point conversion attempt for the Panthers.
And they're going to line up and go for 2. They lead 14-12. If they can get it, that gives them a 16-12 lead. Now, some people think, well, you know, why do they keep going for 2? Maybe they don't have a kicker they're confident in. That's another thing. You just don't know. Ratliff, lots of folks spread out across the formation and 2 people in motion, and I think that's a no. That's going to be a legal procedure against the agreed-upon rules.
So now, in Canada, that's legal. But
yes,
now we're going to have a second conversion, 2-point conversion row from the 8-yard line. That changes.
It was illegal motion, so it was not a pre-snap penalty, so they can decline it because they made the stop.
Good point, Dave. Good point.
So he stopped short, didn't get in the end zone. If he did, they would have had to run it again anyway, but Philo able to decline the penalty, and that's going to keep our score right here at 14-12. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll finish up this second quarter. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
Is your son or daughter ready for the next step in their education? Look no farther than Zane State College, located just a short drive away. Zane State College has a history rooted in the values of our hardworking, roll-up-your-sleeves Appalachian community. We are committed to providing top-notch education and real-world skills right here in Southeast Ohio. Call 740-588-5000 and join a community that values tradition, hard work, and the future of your family at Zane State College.
Until halftime here, New Lex has just scored on a 2-yard run by Lane Ratliff on 4th down to take a 14-12 lead over the Philo Electrics. New Lex to kick off here with just 1:58 to play in this first half. And I've got to say, I'm watching the video board here at Philo, and they have an unbelievable video board with sound system that is just something else here at Philo.
It sounds great. It looks great, and it's usually they're playing the actual video of the song.
It's pretty good stuff.
So it looks like Sawyer Barkus, the freshman's going to kick off. Now look at this kickoff.
I know
no tee.
They always do that too. They always fake the onside. Once in a while they're going to kick that onside, but ball just laying on the ground. He's going to do the little squibber. It goes through the first man for Philo, but it's covered up right at the 30-yard line. And that's where Philo is going to take over. That was number 18, Cam Ross, as he covers that kick. And we've got 1:58 to play in this first half. Philo now trailing in the game again. It's 14-12, and they're going to take possession here at the 30-yard line.
Let's see what Philo does here. They've been running between the tackles, playing some smash mouth. Let's see if they elect to continue with that same game plan.
Lincecum still in that pistol. He's going to throw it on 1st down. Nowhere to throw it to, and he's going to be thrown down. He did try to throw it, and that is a pass.
It's a forward pass.
That's a forward pass. It's not a fumble.
Now we got late. Now, are they going to call this intentional grounding?
Well, I don't think there was a receiver in the area. That might be the problem. It did go past the line of scrimmage. They're having a discussion about it right now, and I believe they're going to pick it up.
I thought, what did they say, 10 yards is close enough?
I don't know, but he got it past the line of scrimmage.
He did.
I know that.
He just flicked it out there with his left hand.
Was he in the, I don't think he was in the pocket either, so. All right, anyway, 2nd down and 10 now. Clock stops with 1:52 to play until halftime. This time it's going to be a run from Sprankle to the right side. He cuts back, finds yardage across the 35-yard line. And a good pickup on 2nd and 10 from Sprankle, and good hard running against Sprankle. They're going to mark him right at the 35, so he picked up 5.
And that was a tackle by number 57 for New Lexington. That was Tristan Braden.
You can spin it out. That's good.
Tristan's a tough one.
And there was a fake handoff. Lincecum looked like he was handing it to Sprankle, but instead he kept it himself and just nowhere to go as he's hit in the backfield. And that's going to be a loss of 1 back to the 34. But now it's 4th down, and the clock's moving, and Philo lining up like they're going to go for it here.
I'm going to guess they're going to run this clock down and call timeout and punt the ball with about 50 seconds left.
Yep, there's 20 seconds left on the play clock. There's 1:08.7 as the clock runs here, and they're in no hurry. And as you said, Mike, I believe they're going to use a timeout when that clock runs down. There'll be about 50 seconds to play until halftime, and you got to punt, right?
You would think so.
Especially after you just said
even if you try to draw them off sides, it's still not going to be a first down.
So there's going to be a punt. And if you're the Philo special teams coach, you're worried about that last snap that they had on the punt
100%.
Because it was high.
And do you think Coach Board saw that last snap?
I think they might bring some heat right here. If I was Philo, I would be bringing, or if I was New Lex, I'd be bringing some heat right here because they had trouble on the snap. Now, if you were a real riverboat gambler, Dirk Lincecum would call some sort of fake where they run a screenplay on it, you know?
Yeah, oh, I know. Especially when you got, let's say you do have a 10-man rush, you know, and they're all out. That's the perfect time to do it. But you got to have everything's got to be perfect, starting with the snap.
Yes, it does. We've got 51 seconds to play until halftime. We'll get you a little bit of a scoreboard update again here from Surgeon Construction. Clear Fork now leads Zanesville 25-0 in the second quarter. Blair up 12-7 on Monroe Central in the second quarter. Ridgewood leads Riverview 35-0 at half. Amanda Clear Creek and Licking Valley are tied at 14 apiece. Newcomerstown leads Harrison Central 14-7. That's in the second quarter. Tri-Valley Indian Valley 30. Steubenville 0.
Wow.
At halftime. Granville leads Tri-Valley 16-7. That in the second quarter. Back here, 4th down for the Electrics.
Good snap
this time. Rugby-style kick, and he's going to kick it. Took some time off of the clock, and he kicks it, and it's going to be running out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Now, I saw that last week.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
A very controversial play in my book because
at what point does a rugby-style punter become a runner and a kicker?
And the kick, I thought it was partially blocked.
It was tipped because an official, I know what you're talking about, the John Glenn Maysville game. Well, I saw the tip signal from the official on the Maysville sideline, but then he waved the tip off. But right there, Dave, at what point was he
a runner and what part was he a punter? Yeah,
because at one point I thought maybe he is going to fake this thing.
It looked like he had designs on it, didn't he?
The rule, they need to look into that rule because the rugby-style punting is relatively new.
Yep. 42 seconds now to play until halftime. New Lex with one last shot. They've got a 2-point lead. It's 14-12, and they've got a 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Ratliff looks to his right, and he's going to throw it out on the right flat. He's got a man, but it's not caught. Stenson a little bit too far out in front of him, and he couldn't quite get there and make the catch, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
That was a pretty good throw by Ratliff. He threw that thing way out there on a rope.
He let him. Stenson just couldn't quite get to it. 3 receivers now to the right, 1 to the left for Ratliff. Looks to his right again. He's got a man, and it's a little bit high again. This time he's looking for Eli Dixon, just a little bit too high for him, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Now, if you want to run the clock out, you just run the ball here or essentially take a knee, and you can get the halftime unscathed. So let's see if Coach Board wants to put it up in the air again, go for the score here right before half.
32 seconds to play until halftime. It's 3rd and 10 for New Lex from their own 34-yard line. 3 receivers wide to the right for the Panthers. Ratliff fakes the handoff, and here comes Stoner after him, and he fumbles the football, and it's going to be recovered, I believe, by the Electrics. Stoner has been after Ratliff all night.
New Lex recovered.
New Lex recovered, yep. And that might just run out the clock in the first half.
And I think that was our 72, who's not on our schedule or on our roster, recovered it.
4th down, clock is running. Nobody's got any timeouts left. I don't know why New Lex is lining up. Maybe they're going to try to run a play on this last play. 4 seconds now, clock is just going to run out. That's going to end our first half of action. New Lex, they have a 14-12 lead as we get to halftime here in Duncan Falls. When we come back, we'll talk about the first half and maybe some keys to victory in the second half. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named Best Sports Program in the Country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in High School Football is presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
And hi again, everyone. Welcome to Tonight in High School Football's Halftime Reports. There is a new type of football that's been sanctioned by the OHSAA beginning in the spring. We'll talk about that and more with Commissioner Doug Ute next on the Ohio News Network.
Every day, farmers rise before the sun and put everything they have into a job so few can do. Their courage, resilience, and relentless work shape the legacies and future of our country. At Beck's, we're proud to stand alongside those who don't wait to see what the world will do. They act, they lead, they are the difference. Beck's honors your commitment to your land, family, and purpose. And while we can't predict what the future holds, there is one thing we can do to change it, and that's be the difference, right now, in every decision and every season.
Friday night Under the Lights reminds us teamwork, dedication, and community start in our schools. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wenson, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we are proud to sponsor tonight's game and even prouder to support our public schools. Whether it's touchdowns or textbooks, success starts with a strong foundation. From the classroom to the end zone, we believe in every student's potential because in Ohio, public education matters.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
We are presented by Beck's Hybrids at Beck's. They are and will remain farmers at heart. And welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game, joined again this week by OHSAA Commissioner Doug Ute. And Doug, tonight wanted to ask you about a different type of football, and that is flag football. The OHSAA will be sanctioning a state championship for girls flag football beginning next spring. Tell us how this all came about. I know it's something that the NFL has gotten behind, including here in Ohio with the Browns and Bengals.
Yeah, I think, we've been in conversation with Troy Vincent's staff at the NFL office and for the last couple of years, as well as the Browns and Bengals group, and certainly a push out of the office. And, one would assume that they want to get more females involved because they're going to have children one day, and they want to, that moms would allow their sons to play football and show them the advantage of the sport of football, those type of things. But for us, we're always looking at, and I tell our staff this, what's the next bowling? Bowling's been around for about 20 years, and it just shot out in participation, record numbers. Our participation in bowling is good. And you think about girls wrestling. Coming out of COVID, about 250 female wrestlers in Ohio. Now there's over 5,000. And so, this is what flag football, particularly in Northeast Ohio, started with 20 schools, and they're up over 70. just in a couple years. And certainly the Columbus area is an untapped market for them, which the Browns and Bengals are going to concentrate a lot on, and with our help. And I really think if you look around the country at what some of the other states, Georgia's close to 500 schools doing it now. And so that opportunity for young ladies to participate in flag football is exciting for us to bring on. But Skip, it really gets exciting when you talk to the young ladies who are doing it right now. There's so much energy in that group of athletes that have been doing this for a couple of years. It's fun to see, and it's going to be fun to watch this spread.
Doug, we saw some pictures from an event in Canton regarding this earlier this summer. Was it as well received as it appeared? Yes,
I'll tell you. There was about 40 young ladies, Skip, that I was talking with up there I mean, they were just so excited about, the growth of what they've seen, because some of these schools have been doing it for a couple of years, and they're excited that other schools around them are doing it, so that they can have that. And then, they're really, the girls from Camp McKinley were so excited about, they're really trying to get to play their games in the Hall of Fame. And cool. I think that most likely will happen. And so they get treated like the boys, is what one of the girls said. But when you talk to them about the benefits of what they're doing, how fun it is for them, there's nothing better than to see the smiles on the faces and the energy that kids have and the passion for a sport, and that's certainly there with the girls' flag.
Well, Doug, last thing. Earlier this month, the OHSAA awarded $200,000 in scholarships. Wanted you to talk about that a little bit, as well as over $1 million donated to member schools to help assist with items needed for schools' athletic departments. I mean, you're an old school administrator. Tell us about that and what some of this money is going to be used for.
Yeah, well, it's just to, we're a nonprofit organization, Skip, that can't share in profits, but we can assist our schools with, their mission and our mission. And so, I've been an athletic director, and when you get a $1,200 check or a $2,000 check from the OHSAA to, help offset the cost of providing sports to your school, I'm sure that's welcomed. And we wrote 815 of those checks, $1,250 this year. Last year was a $2,000. But really what you had mentioned there, too, 200 $1,000 scholarships out to our student athletes. It is a true scholar-athlete award, and so it's based on your academic performance in the classroom and athletic accomplishments. And so, we're really excited to, we've extended that from about 100 and at one time it was 120, then 160, and now 200 of those scholarships out. And it's really nice to be in a position to do that.
OHSAA Commissioner Doug Ute. Doug, we always appreciate your time. We'll touch base later in the season, okay?
All right, Skip. Appreciate all you do for high school athletics.
And we'll be back on the Ohio News Network.
Bex recognizes this week's Player with Heart, Reagan Schnipke from Elgin High School, for her commitment and passion on the field and within the farming community.
I love being a part of a team where we can work together in order to achieve our goals and win, obviously. I also like independent sports like cross country and track because they're individual, and I like competing for myself.
Reagan brings that same winning attitude to FFA.
And I really like it, and I learn a lot, and it's a lot of good experience. Job interview taught me a bunch of stuff, and I'm also a student officer for FFA, and it's taught me a lot with public speaking.
And maybe the greatest lessons are learned in agriculture.
Agriculture has brought many aspects to my life. It has taught me that teamwork, hard work, responsibility, time management, and determination is needed to succeed in life.
At Bex, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
This is ONN.
Our thanks again to OHSAA Commissioner Doug Ute for joining us tonight. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football, presented by Bex Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling from the Ohio News Network.
If you're having any problems with your heating system, you want someone who will be there right away to help. This is Russ Abels. At Abels, we provide emergency service for any brand of heating cooling system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us. We promise to get you up and running quickly and professionally. And if you ever need a replacement, we'll help you save energy and money with a new high-efficiency system. And we will do a flawless installation. If you need help with your heating, call Abels.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
Halftime here at Duncan Falls Sam Hatfield Stadium. New Lex with a 14-12 lead over the Philo Electrics. Here's how it happened. In the first half of this football game, first quarter, New Lex on the board first with 10:07 left. A 2-yard run by Stenson and a 2-point conversion from Ratliff to Spicer. And a big pass on a second down play there picked up the majority of the yardage on that play. It was a 5-play, 65-yard drive. New Lex up 8-6. Philo answered with a 4-yard run by Slade Sprankle, and they did not get the 2-point conversion. That's in the first quarter also, makes it 8-6. Second quarter, to start the second quarter, Philo picks off New Lex, and they are going to score, capitalize on it on a 13-yard touchdown run from Sprankle. A 2-play, 17-yard drive, that was it, and they took a 12-8 lead. New Lex finally gets back on the board and takes the lead with just under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. 2-yard run, and Ratliff was on fourth down, and their 2-point conversion was no good, so it stays at 14-12. And that's where we stand here at halftime. Mike, you've got a couple of stats you might share with us here at halftime.
Yeah, New Lex, they ran the ball. New Lex had a pretty good half yardage-wise, mostly because of the long pass from Lane Ratliff to Tanner Toth to start the game for 57 yards. But New Lex did run the ball. They were efficient through on the ground, 16 carries for 99 yards. Ratliff was 8 of 13 for 92 yards for a total of 191 yards for New Lex. For Philo ran the ball 20 times for 67 yards. Drew Linscomb was 4 of 6 for 15 yards through the air, and Philo had a total of 83 yards. Rushing for Philo, they were led by Slade Sprankle with 13 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown, 2 touchdowns I should say. For New Lex, Ratliff had 28 yards and a touchdown. Stenson had 45 yards and a touchdown.
Our sponsors again for tonight's broadcast: Zane State College, Strivers Pharmacy, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Action Total Staffing, Village Hardware and Rental, Doane Ford, Great Clips, TK Auto Service, Abels Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan, Patrons, Buckeye Mutual Insurance, and Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Systems are sponsors for tonight. And again, our player of the game sponsored by Lock 9 Pizza right here in Duncan Falls, a loyal sponsor and a establishment with some fantastic grub, as Mike Snively and I will again attest to tonight. Mike had wings. I had the Wingus burger.
Can I talk about my wings for a second?
Go ahead. Talk about those wings because they look good.
Yeah, the sweet chili sauce, 12. Got 12. And I was 12 for 12. and it's a sweet chili. But at the end, my nose started running just a little bit. And that's what I want. I want some sweetness, but I want a little bit of spice. And that's exactly what I got. And I like Lock 9 so much that I eat a lot down there. But I just, in the press box, they're serving Lock 9 pizza, and I just had a piece.
You had to have that, too.
Yeah.
And, of course, great service, great people there at Lock 9 in Duncan Falls if you're in the area. Or just make a special trip. My wife and I have done that. We've driven down from New Concord. Let's go eat at Lock 9 Pizza. Great people there, and it's always great service as well. Oh, lots of things going on. Let's get a scoreboard update here from Surgic Construction. Our scores that we know right now. Clear Fork leads Zanesville at half, 25-0.
Clear Fork Colts?
The Colts.
Are they the Colts?
There's
Okay.
only 2 Colts in Ohio, Mike.
Meadowbrook and Clear Fork. That's what I thought.
There you go. Indian Valley leads Steubenville 30-0 in the third quarter.
That's the big surprise right there.
Well, Indian Valley did win the state championship.
And they return a lot, yes.
And they got that running back. So.
Yes.
Blair, they up 14-7 over Monroe Central. That's at halftime. Ridgewood beating up on the Riverview Black Bears 35-0 at half. Amanda Clear Creek and Licking Valley, you talk about a couple traditional powers.
Correct.
They are tied at 14 apiece in the third quarter. Newcomerstown 20, Harrison Central 7. That's in the second quarter. Granville up 16-7 over Tri-Valley. That is at half. Coshocton leads Tusky Valley 14-6 in the second quarter. Utica leading Danville 20-8. John Glenn leading Cambridge 21-7. That is in the second quarter. And here's one that I'm surprised by, Mike. Fort Fry leading West Muskingum 22-7 at halftime.
Yeah, Fort Fry was manhandled last week against Barnesville. So what's that tell us about Barnesville?
Barnesville's good.
They must be.
Watkins Memorial leads Sheridan 21-0 at half. Shenandoah, the Zeps, they lead the Bridgeport Bulldogs 14-7 in the second quarter. Waterford leading Caldwell 21-0. Barnesville, as you mentioned, they are good. 33. They are up 33-14 over Meadowbrook. That's at half. Morgan trying to go 2-0. They're up 21-6 over Warren. Central Catholic from Wheeling, they lead Union Local 17-13 at halftime. And Crooksville leading Buckeye Trail 14-6 in the second quarter. One more score, Maysville up 6-0 over Lakewood.
We had that game last year.
Yes, we did.
And here's what I remember about that game last year. Lakewood had 32 incompletions.
Yes.
Incompletions.
Yes.
And what happens during incompletions with the clock?
Stops.
It stops. We were there till about 11:15 that night.
It was a long one. I remember that one. We'll take another quick break. We come back, we'll talk about what's going to happen in the second half, or at least what we think is going to happen in the second half. And we'll do that when we come back after these messages. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
Members of Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative love Southeast Ohio, where the hills roll, the roads are crooked, and the trees are plentiful. Keeping the lights on in our beautiful corner of the state is a challenge Guernsey Muskingum gladly accepts and works hard to accomplish. Safety and reliable electricity at a reasonable cost are always our top priorities. It's our way of keeping the lights on for all members of Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
I'm Ted from TK Auto Service at 2303 Glen Highway.
And I'm Julie. We've been in business for 26 years, proudly serving this community with reliable and trustworthy auto services.
Our customers are like family, and we are committed to keeping your vehicle running smoothly.
Whether it's a quick oil change or a major repair, we're here for you. We appreciate your trust and support.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram to stay updated and connected.
Thanks for choosing TK Auto Services. We're here because of you.
Is your son or daughter ready for the next step in their education? Look no farther than Zane State College, located just a short drive away. Zane State College has a history rooted in the values of our hardworking, roll-up-your-sleeves Appalachian community. We are committed to providing top-notch education and real-world skills right here in Southeast Ohio. Call 740-588-5000 and join a community that values tradition, hard work, and the future of your family at Zane State College.
At Doan Ford, your family means the world to us. Our parts and service department work to make sure your family arrives at their destination safely. Our collision department takes pride in getting your family back on the road. Whether you're taking a trip, going grocery shopping, or taking the kids to school, choose Doan Ford. We will be happy to help you. Stop in and see us today for all of your parts and service or collision needs.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WILE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH ICON.
Halftime winding down here at Duncan Falls. New Lex with a 14-12 lead at the half over the Philo Electrics. Second half action getting ready to get underway. Teams out here loosening up, getting ready for that second half. Philo will receive the ball here in the second half. They won the toss and deferred to the second half, so they're going to get it here to start the second half as they're going to try to get back in front in this one. They trail by 2. As Mike Snively just told me, it's an even game except for that 2-point conversion.
It is. Both teams score 2 touchdowns. Both teams attempt 4 2-point conversions, and New Lex was the only successful one, the very first one of the game. And 14-12, where are we sitting?
And if you're, I know hindsight, but if you're Philo and you have any kind of kicker, you're thinking, well, if we'd kicked 2 extra points,
we'd be tied.
It'd be a tie game.
And they but since New Lex scored first and got the 2-point conversion force, that forced Philo's hand. Now, Dave, I really think we expected a tight game, right?
Yes,
I didn't expect it to get tight like the way it did this first half, but it is. Here we are, tight game.
Well, as we said, Philo is going to get possession to start this second half. And Mike and I extremely entertained by the folks here at Philo. Good halftime show, and they wind it up. They're playing AC/DC videos on their giant video board. And you talk about music from my era. Mike, I played some AC/DC on the show this morning because Hey, it's my birthday tomorrow.
Well,
so
I heard the first two. You went with "Start Me Up" with the Rolling Stones, and then a Brick House.
That's a standard for me on a birthday show. When I'm picking out all the music, it's "Start Me Up" from the Stones. That's the way you start the show.
Would you go with AC/DC?
Oh, we had "You Shook Me All Night Long."
Okay.
We did that one.
Because you've only got so many.
I mean, you've only got so many
choices.
So
but
it's not like I have the stacks of wax back there to pick from. But it's always a fun time. It's always loaded with the Stones, the Beatles, Bon Jovi, Foreigner. Those are my go-tos, and I am going to play a lot of those.
And you're playing 70s, 80s, and some 90s, right?
No, well, yeah, early 90s, and we can mix in some late 60s in there too. So it just depends.
Okay, can you throw a little TLC in there?
Oh yeah, we do waterfalls.
You can do waterfalls.
We can do waterfalls.
Okay.
So we've got some choices. It's a fun time for me when I get to pick out, because when I normally every day it's already preloaded for you, and you just talk.
Right.
Well, then, days like this, I can pick out my own songs.
Well, I listen to the first couple songs, and then, of course, I got to go to work. But
well, yeah, some of us
are retired.
don't really work anymore, so thanks for paying into my retirement.
Seems like all my friends now are, like, retired, and I got, like, 10 years left.
All right, New Lex.
But thanks for the reminder, Dave.
I just, you're getting there, man. New Lex to kick it off. It's a John Valentine Insurance kickoff to start the second half, and it's a roller that is caught and downed immediately at the Philo 38-yard line. So good field position for the Electrics to start off this second half.
You spend hours and hours a week preparing for a team. Then you come out and you got a guy that kicks it off like an egg. and just because the ball's oval, all that preparation you did can go downhill because it took a bad bounce.
Yeah, that football takes some crazy bounces sometimes. Philo comes out in a 3-receiver set, 3 to the right side of the formation, 1 running back with Lincecum in the backfield.
Tight coverage out here on the end by number 2, Mason Ryder.
Everybody going to look over to the sideline. And that snapback is going to kick off the second half. A handoff to Sprankle. Sprankle picking his way forward across the 40, 42, maybe the 43. Good pickup on first down, about 5 yards.
51 for Sprankle on 14 carries.
And Philo right back up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 5. And Lincecum going to look over again to the sideline. Same formation, 3 receivers to the right side, Sprankle in the backfield, but I'm keeping my eye on Stoner over there as the tight end. He's on the left side of the formation. Going to flip it to Sprankle. Sprankle trying the right side, turns it back up, gets across midfield and into New Lex territory. That is a first down, a Bicon Services first down for Philo, and they get right to the line of scrimmage again.
First time we've seen the option look.
A little bit tighter formation, but again, the Electrics get to the line of scrimmage quickly. They look to the sideline for some instruction. Lincecum in that pistol or shotgun formation. Sprankle directly behind him. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Going to try the right side again into the close side of the field. Sprankle got some room, cuts it back to the middle of the field. He's hit hard from behind, but another solid pickup. 10-plus yards as he gets it down to the 34-yard line of New Lex. And Philo doing what they like to do, establish the run here, and they are just running it right at New Lex.
Sprankle runs of 5, 8, 14 on his drive so far.
And again, Philo seems to have made the adjustment in the locker room. Hey, we're going to come out in this formation to start the second half.
Yeah, and I apologize. I called that an option earlier. It's just a pitch.
Yeah, it was a pitch. This time Sprankle a little closer, not behind. And he's going to block for Lincecum. Lincecum picking his way. He tries the left side. And people pushed back.
There's people getting tackled that don't even have the ball.
Sprankle working hard. He's got 2 defenders on him. He's doing his job. Lincecum, though, got ahead for a couple of yards to the 32. 2nd and 8 now for the Electrics.
It's becoming a game of physicality right now, Dave.
And here comes New Lex, and that's offside. They don't let you do that in high school football. They don't let you jump over and come back. Terrell King, he was going to come on the blitz.
Well, he was going to come earlier, and there's a penalty earlier on Philo. I do want to see this happen live because he's coming hard.
Yes. And that brings it up to the 27-yard line now. 2nd and short, courtesy of 5 yards by penalty. And I know that was a concern for Philo. They wanted to clean up their penalties. Lincecum in that pistol formation. He's going to step straight back. He's looking to his right. He flips it out to Sprankle. He gets it to the 30, down to the 25, across the 25 to the 24. That's very close to a first down. And that is a first down according to the white hat. Always look for the official with the white hat if you want to know what's going on.
You'll see the hand moving.
First down, another Bicon Services first down for the Philo Electrics.
Good start here for Philo. Start the second half. A little bit of physicality up front. With a little finesse right there in that pass from Lincecum.
2.5 minutes run off the clock here so far. 9:24, the clock moving. Lincecum going to run it himself, and he runs into a host of New Lex Panthers. He kept his feet moving, didn't want to get pushed back, and it's pretty much a stalemate at the line of scrimmage. He might have got a yard.
Yeah, we'll give him one. He's got 24 yards on 9 carries. 19, Dave, a quarterback you don't see a lot of them. We thought of who? Bernie Kosar.
Bernie Kosar was about it.
Yeah.
AFC North guys that we are, we came up with Bernie Kosar.
Lincecum moves a lot better than Bernie Kosar.
Just a little bit, didn't he? All right, Sprankle behind Lincecum, and he's going to flip it to the right side. Sprankle trying to find some room, and he picks his way a little bit forward. But, boy, there's not much room there. He might have lost some yardage there, Mike.
Yeah, I think he lost.
Might have lost that yard Lincecum gained.
Yeah, he did. He lost one. It's going to take Sprankle to 62 yards on 17 carries.
8th play of the drive here to start the second half for Philo. They've essentially flipped the formation now. 3 receivers to the left side, and that's also the wide side of the field. Sprankle in the backfield behind Lincecum. And he's looking to his left on that snap. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to get rid of it. He does across the middle. And they're going to say that's a good defensive play from behind. And I don't think that would have been a first down anyway.
Crowd wanted interference there with, was that Ratcliffe over the back, kind of?
I think a little bit, but he got there about the time the ball did.
I think that was a good no call.
I think that was a good no call as well. 4th down and 8 or 9, let's call it 9 for the Electrics.
Of course, if you're New Lex, you're thinking, I got to stay on side here first. They don't want to give a cheap 5.
It's the first possession of this second half. Philo has had it for the entire 4 minutes and 2 seconds of this second half. Lincecum, he's going to look to his left. He's going to have to run it himself. Now he's going to pull up and throw it. He's got a man downfield, but he can't connect with him, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And I thought maybe Lincecum, he could have got it with his feet, maybe.
I thought for a second he was going to go, now that's a lefty rolling to the right. That's
exactly.
A tougher throw, but credit to New Lexington's defense there, bend but do not break.
Well, New Lex gave up a lot of yards there in field position, but they did get the stop. And that's going to be a first down now for the New Lex Panthers on their own 23-yard line. They get the stop, the turnover on downs, and now they get their initial possession of this second half, and they have a 14-12 lead with 7:55 to play in this third quarter. Ratcliffe running the show again. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And Stenson in the backfield, and those linemen with the wide splits. He's going to hand it to Stenson. Stenson's got room right up the middle, 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield. He stumbles and falls in Philo territory at the 47 or 48-yard line. I got him for 29 yards there, Mike.
Well, you know what, Dave? I got him for 30. So
okay.
I'm going to give Paul 30 yards on that carry.
Give him 30. I like that.
That gives him 75 on the night on just 9 carries. Nice productive night by the Bulldozer running back.
And Ratcliffe not happy with the center because he wanted everybody to move and the center wasn't on the same page, and that is a false start. Another penalty of the false start variety against New Lex, and that is, I want to say, the 4th one tonight, Mike?
Yeah, I believe it is 4.
3rd or 4th one against the Panthers, and just shooting themselves in the foot a little bit here. Ratcliffe in the shotgun. He's got company in the backfield. Stenson is back there. Looking at the sideline, he's got his instructions. And now he's going to ask for the football, and he's going to hand it off. Stenson straight ahead. He's got room again, 30. across the 40 to the 35. Stenson running hard again.
17-yard pickup there.
Lots of room up the middle. They cleared him out, and they got it all the way down to the 36. Stenson coming out of the game, and Matthias back in there for New Lex.
Not much of a change of pace here with Matthias either.
Going to hand it off again. Matthias straight ahead, and he's going to be grabbed from behind and brought down, but he picked up 5 yards, got it down to the 31-yard line.
Right now, they have something with this run game.
They're just lining up and running the football. And this could lull you to sleep, because then you could get that play action pass where you hit the big play like they did early in the game.
Philo in a deep cover 4, though.
Ratliff going to hand it off. Matthias has got it, trying to find some room up the middle, and he's got nothing. Stonewalled by the Philo defense right at the line of scrimmage. And he's got no gain. 31-yard line is where the ball's going to be marked. So a 3rd down and 5. And again, we're going to say New Lex has got 2 tries to pick up 5 yards.
And this drive is very similar to Philo's opening second half drive. Very similar.
Exactly. The clock moves. 6:10 left here in the 3rd quarter. Ratliff, he's got Matthias back there with him. Stenson, a couple hard runs, came out of the game. Matthias has pretty much been the same back when he's been in there. Now Ratliff's going to run it himself. He's trying to turn upfield, and he does, and he gets it down to the 25. And he's going to be marked short of the 25 at the 26.
That's a first down now.
Well, this side has got him marked at the 26. The other side's got him at the 24. And it is a first down. He did pick up enough yards. It was 5 yards. He needed the 26, and he got there.
On that quarterback sweep, the center, Eli Stevens, pulled.
Look at the 3 receivers, how far they are to the right side of the field, Mike.
I think they're just spreading the field right there for Matthias.
And they got Matthias some more room right up the middle, and he gets it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Because you can't ask your quarterback to throw it that far and not get intercepted or tipped or something bad happen.
And Philo going to have to come up with an answer here up front, because New Lex has just taken over. And they're going to hand it to Matthias again. He's picking his way forward, and there's just not much room this time. He stood up and driven back, but I think he's going to have a first down.
He needed 2. I think he got 3, Dave.
And it is a first down. Another Bicon Services first down for the New Lex Panthers, marked at the 15-yard line.
And they're going to stay with that wide trips out there.
Those 3 guys might as well just stand over there and watch the way it's looking right now. They are almost out of bounds on the wide side of the field.
Look at the space in the middle of the field here.
Ratliff hands it to Stenson, who's back in the game this time, and he's going to wind it down inside the 5 and get in the end zone. Touchdown. Stenson comes back into the game.
15-yard touchdown run.
And that's a 15-yard touchdown run for Stenson. And that is his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. And his team now leads 20-12.
He eclipsed the 100-yard barrier there with 108 yards now, and we're going to see. Now, this is a huge play here.
This is a very big play in the game, because you're up 8 right now, which is a touchdown and a conversion.
And they're going to kick it.
And they're going to kick it this time. They do have the ability. Eli Dixon, a receiver, he's going to come in and try to kick the extra point. Snap back, holds good, kick is up. And it is good.
Huge kick there by Dixon.
Huge kick. New Lex takes a 21-12 lead. We'll come back with more 3rd quarter action. 21-12, New Lex over Philo. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. All Well is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
4:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. New Lex with a 21-12 lead over the Philo Electrics. That extra point huge for the Panthers, Mike, It's a two-score game now.
Two-score game, and we just learned that the 50-50 was $655.
That's a pretty good night.
That's a nice night.
New Lex to kick it off. It's another John Valentine Insurance kickoff with 4:40 left in the third quarter, and it's going to be a line drive wobbler that's picked up at the 23, fumbled and now fallen on. He couldn't field it cleanly, and he's kept it in front of him and fell down on it on the 26-yard line. That was Mahan back there, upset with himself. He couldn't make a better play on it. And it's going to be first down for the Electrics at their own 26.
New Lex football program does not waste money on a kicking tee. They kick it straight from the ground like an egg.
He just lays it on the ground.
Turns it the other way and sees what happens.
Surgent Construction scoreboard update. Indian Valley in the fourth quarter going to take Steubenville to that first 0-2 record since, when did you say that was, Mike?
1956.
30-0 in the fourth quarter. Indian Valley leads that one. Running clock against Steubenville. Can you believe that one?
No.
Handoff on first play. Sprankle picks his way right up the middle of the field. A nice gain on first down out to the 32-yard line. Good running by Slade Sprankle. Again, finding some space right up the middle of the field and some shiftiness, elusiveness, and he's got quickness in the hole, Mike. So
he does. 18 carries for 68 yards. Having a good night. Philo's just got to sustain a drive and put points on the board.
And get it in the end zone this time. All right, Lincecum straight back. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it long down the right side of the field looking for Mahan, and that's got to be a penalty. Yes, that does. That was Mahan trying to make the play on it, and he was interfered with by Mason Ritter.
It's kind of the first time they've went for the long ball with Mahan.
Yep. And he certainly got the speed. He is a track star, state champion in the high jump, and he also placed in the long jump. Saw him compete at Muskingum in the regionals. Just a really nice young man and very good at what he was doing.
Not a lot of state champion high jumpers in this area, but congratulations to him.
Congratulations. He had a great spring. First down now by penalty for the Electrics. They're on their own 47-yard line. Lincecum gets the snap. He fires it out in the left flat. He's got a man, but he's going to be wrapped up immediately. And again, they threw it out there to Ratliff's side, and Ratliff is not fooling around. He throws the blocker away and makes the tackle. I mean, it's 2-on-1, and the one is winning the battle out there, Mike.
And with violence, he's punishing people out there.
No gain on the play, and if I'm going to, I would want to throw away from him if we're going to throw that pass because he's eating it up. That's the second time in the game he's just thrown off the blocker and made the play.
The longest pass play for Philo tonight's 10 yards. 2nd
and 10 now. Lincecum straight back, got a man across the middle, high and almost intercepted. Off the hands of number 18, Tyson Spicer.
Well, we have a flag here. It's going to be a hold.
And that's going to move the Electrics back. Are you going to take it? Take the penalty?
Looks like they're going to, because I really think Philo is kind of, that's not their forte, is throwing the football in long distances.
So that's going to push it all the way back to the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 20 for the Electrics. Big holding call on that play. But almost an interception too, Mike, so that could have been even worse for the Electrics.
Little miscommunication with the receiver and quarterback there. Happens a lot.
Clock moves, 3:18 to go in the third quarter. Lincecum under duress, and there's a hold.
Definitely a hold. Now, it was read really well by Mason Ryder.
Yes.
But he took the wrong route.
He took the wrong route. And are they saying this is against Philo? Are you kidding me?
Or is it an illegal screen, like a pick play?
That can't be against Philo.
It is. They called it a pick play.
Wow.
And if I'm not mistaken, isn't in high school is offensive pass interference a loss of down?
Okay, now we're changing this.
Prior to the pass, holding.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. I think that's
the one official looked over at Kevin Board and said, "Are you taking the penalty?"
I know. I thought this can't be on it because he held him as he's trying to run away from him. He's got his arms around his waist.
So guess what? They just get their 10 back.
They just get the 10 back. Second down and 10, back at the 47.
All we did was waste about 12 seconds.
Yeah, 3:11 to play in this third quarter. New Lex enjoys a 21-12 lead. Electrics trying to get back on the board and close the gap here. Lincecum hands it to Sprankle. Sprankle dives across, and right at midfield he's brought down. That's a 3-yard pickup. And that's going to bring up a third down and about 7.
Both teams having some success running the football, Dave, especially between the tackles.
Yes.
No success outside the tackles. I've noticed that. It's all been inside the tackles.
Electrics needing to get to the 43-yard line of New Lex to convert. 7.5 yards here for a first down. Lincecum under pressure, steps up, and he's grabbed, and I thought he was grabbed by the face mask, but
Stevens
nobody
again.
saw it. And he's going to be brought down at the 46-yard line, a loss of 4.
That time the pressure came right up the middle.
Well, they brought extra people that time. They had to blitz, and Lincecum didn't have anywhere to go with the football. I thought he was going to break through there for a second, but couldn't quite get out of the pressure, and he's brought down. I did think they had a hold of his face mask, but nobody saw that one. I guess it was just me that saw it. Here comes that rugby-style kick again. He better get the kick off, and he does, and it's tipped. And he should have kicked it a lot sooner because it's tipped out of bounds, partially blocked, and it goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
That's hard to do on a full run to kick it. On a dead run to your right, try to kick it, and I think he just went a little bit too far with the rugby.
Well, they got pressure on him quick, and I don't think he was anticipating pressure right in his face that quickly. And
well, if you know what foot he punts with, why wouldn't you bring, pressure
exactly
from that side to really put, make him feel uncomfortable? And that's exactly what Coach Borden and the Panthers did right there.
Well, we've got 1:53 to play here in the third quarter. New Lex with a 21-12 lead over Philo. They've got a first down and 10 on their own 44. And if they can drive down here and score, they're going to make it really tough on Philo because Philo just doesn't have that big play offense like the Panthers do. They've got to have to grind it out. There's not really going to be that much time left for him. Stenson straight ahead, and he's going to be brought down at the 49-yard line, so a pickup of 5 on first down.
New Lexington will take that all night, the rest of the night, because that's just going to chew clock and, just continue to move the chains.
And speaking of the clock, 1:32, and the clock rolls here in the third quarter. It's 21-12, and I, for one, would be happy with a game that ended quickly.
Yeah, I'm not
After
complaining.
last week, I spent some time in some football facilities last week. Stenson on this second down, straight ahead, and just refuses to go down and picks up another Bicon Services first down for the New Lex Panthers, and there is a Panther on the ground, looks like with a cramp.
Stenson obviously getting some good initial blocking up front, but he's also picking up 3 or 4 yards on his own.
We're going, and we've got a little timeout here, and he does look like it's just a cramp for the player that is down on the field. And you see that early in the season.
Yeah,
Mike.
I think that's Eli Stevens, the center.
Let's try to do a Surgeon Construction scoreboard update. Clear Fork leads Zanesville 39-0. Blair leads Monroe Central 20-7. I know I'm saying that pretty well, aren't I? Blair.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Granville up 23-15 over Tri-Valley. That is in the fourth quarter. Licking Valley leads Amanda Clear Creek in the fourth quarter 28-14. Ridgewood all over the Riverview Black Bears in the fourth quarter 56-0. Watkins Memorial 28, Sheridan 7 in the third quarter. Utica over Danville 20-8. That's in the fourth quarter. Barnesville 39, Meadowbrook 14. That is in the third quarter. Newcomerstown 20, Harrison Central 7 in the third quarter. Fort Fry, the Cadets up 22-7 over West Muskingum. As I scroll down here some more, Coshocton leading Tusky Valley 14-6. The Zeps of Shenandoah, no update on that one, still 14-7. Morgan was up 21-6 at half over Warren. Waterford was leading Caldwell 21-0. John Glenn 35, Cambridge 7. That game got out of hand quickly.
That's going to be a 23 in a row?
23 losses in a row for Cambridge. And I don't know how many Zanesville's got, but they're nearing, they've got double digits as well. Two schools there, kind of bookends on 70 here in this
Yeah.
part of Ohio, and neither one of the big schools can win a football game. Crooksville leading Buckeye Trail 21-6. Maysville now 34-7 over Lakewood. That was a 6-0 game for a little while there.
You think Lakewood's throwing it?
Oh my gosh, I hope not. Garraway leads a team from Huntington 42-0.
Yeah, there's a new team, like
Expression.
a prep school or something.
Expression Lions.
They're playing a lot of teams from this area this year. And from what I understand, you don't want to schedule them in basketball.
And unhappy folks up in Steubenville, 30-0. Indian Valley, a final over the Steubenville Big Red. That's a huge win for Indian Valley. I mean, they won the state last year, but you know, you win the state, you got to retool. Everybody's gunning for you, and especially you're playing Steubenville on the road.
Not to mention, that's back-to-back running clocks against Steubenville because last week Ursuline beat them by 30.
Wow. All right, clock rolls, 1:04 to play in the third quarter. Ratliff and his team a first down at the Philo 45-yard line. He's going to run it, tucks it, gets across the 40, 35, 30. Feet still moving, down to the 20. Hard run by Lane Ratliff.
24-yarder there for Lane.
Just a great individual effort from Ratliff. He tucked it and ran and just kept the feet moving and got it all the way down to the 21-yard line.
Lane Ratliff having a nice game on the ground, too. He's got just 6 carries, but 59 yards.
21-12 with less than 40 seconds to play in this third quarter. New Lex not in a hurry. They want to make sure they get everybody lined up, and I'm sure those pre-snap penalties Coach Board has not been happy with. Hand off, and then Matthias back in this time, and he's going to find his way all the way down inside the 10. He fought his way forward. He picks up another first down with 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Matthias back into the ball game for Stenson. It's been a two-headed monster at running back for New Lex. Both of them run well.
How about Stenson has 119, Ratliff has 59, and Matthias has 54.
And that's another Bicon Services first down for the New Lex Panthers. First and goal now from the 9-yard line. Ratliff in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Matthias again. Matthias swallowed up and thrown to the ground. And I think he lost yardage back to the 10.
And Philo needs a stop more than ever right now.
And that's going to be the end of our third quarter. New Lex leads this one 21-12. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
And the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
Need help finding a job or recruiting reliable workers? Action Total Staffing is your trusted local staffing partner. We work hard to connect skilled candidates with employers across southeastern Ohio. Action Total Staffing provides industrial, administrative, temp to hire, direct hire, and seasonal staffing solutions. Since 1994, our staff has offered personalized screenings and in-person interviews to match top talent with great opportunities. Visit our Zanesville location to launch your next chapter with Action Total Staffing.
Here at Sam Hatfield Stadium in Duncan Falls, New Lex leads this game 21-12 over the Philo Electrics, but right now New Lex second and goal from the 10-yard line. They're looking to extend this into a 3-score lead, and that would be pretty tough for the Electrics to overcome.
Yeah, Philo definitely has to get a stop here, even limit them to a field goal. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if New Lex scores here, goes for 2, makes it a 3-score lead.
Yep. Game sponsors, again, Great Clips, TK Auto Service, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, and Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, along with Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, Action Total Staffing, Bicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, Strivers Pharmacy, and Zane State College, all sponsors of tonight's broadcast.
Stenson back in at tailback.
Stenson back in, second and goal. They're going to hand it to Stenson. He finds room on the right side across the 5 and into the end zone. And that was relatively easy for Stenson a 10-yard touchdown run, and that is his third touchdown of the game as we start the fourth quarter. New Lexington stretching their lead. It's now 27-12.
Just 14 carries, 129, and 3 touchdowns, yeah.
3 touchdowns, and now they're looking over. What are we going to do this time? We going for 2?
I think they'll go for 2 and try to extend this to a 3-score game.
I would think so.
Make it a 17-point lead.
Well, 15 really, I mean, that doesn't mean anything, but 17 does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. 16 could still be a tie, too. Ratliff in the shotgun. And he runs straight back. You're going to throw a screen out to the right side, and it's going to be unsuccessful. Mahan with a great defensive play drags down the receiver who caught it, Eli Dixon. But
that's
he's
a big
denied.
play.
That's a big play in the game because it keeps Philo within striking distance.
If they do score, like you said, it goes to 17. Now you got to have 3 possessions.
Well, that was a 6-play, 56-yard drive for the New Lex Panthers, and it ends in yet another touchdown run from Stenson. That was a 10-yard run. He also scored on a 15-yard run and a 2-yard run, so he's got 3 touchdowns on the night. The 2-point conversion is no good this time. So our score 27-12, a 15-point deficit, and that means Philo has still got some life here because they can get 15 in 2 possessions.
Well, first thing they got to do is field this kickoff. And
They've got to field the kickoff. It hasn't been easy tonight for either team.
I wouldn't mind, I'd like, Philo's probably thinking, let's get a chance at a return here. Maybe get some points quick.
Right, that could be something that's a big difference in the game too. All right, so we're going to have a kickoff here. 5 seconds into this fourth quarter, so we had 1 play so far in the fourth quarter, and it was a touchdown for the Panthers. 11:55, and there's just not much time. You're not going to get very many possessions in this game, especially the way New Lex is running the football right now. Notice, didn't have to throw it there, Mike.
I'm surprised they actually threw it for the 2-point conversion.
I am too, after they ran it all the way down there. All right, another John Valentine Insurance kickoff. And it's another one of those. It's right down the middle of the field, this time picked up at the 20 to the 25. Now bounces out to the right side, Mahan, and he's going to be brought down at the 30.
That's good coverage.
Good coverage, yes it was.
Especially for a squib kick.
On a squib kick, those can be kind of tough.
Inside the 30, you'll take that every time.
I think they're going to mark it right at the 30, so 1st and 10 for the Electrics. 11:48 to try to get back in this one. And they're right at their own 30-yard line. They've got them huddled on the sideline, and Coach, you better come up with some good offensive plays, some of your best ones, because you need some yards, you need some points.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball, you got to protect Linscomb.
He's been under duress, and they've been well-timed blitzes tonight, too. That's really given him some fits as well. Linscomb in that pistol formation. He's got Sprankle behind him. Snap back, looking to his left. He's got a man out in the flat. It's Mahan, and it's caught. Got his hands under it, and it's going to be a very short gain. It looks like 2.
I thought there was going to be a late flag there.
I did too.
But nothing.
And it's going to be at the 31-yard line. So I only got 1 on that one.
Now, Linscomb's completed 7 passes, but 19 yards.
I know they've been out in the flat, and they've just been eaten up on the coverage.
Correct.
They haven't hit anything down the middle of the field, and that's where the yardage could be gained. Linscomb now going to flip it out to Sprankle. He's going to try the right side. He's got some space across the 35 out to almost the 40-yard line. Brought down at the 39. Another hard run from Sprankle, and he picked up 8. And now it's 3rd and 1. Philo going to have to get to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to play with a little bit more urgency right now because they don't have a ton of time, and they need a couple of scores.
Sprankle, 79 yards on 20 carries. Moving the ball effectively on the ground, but not as effectively as New Lexington's been moving it.
3 receivers to the left side of the formation for Linscomb. He's going to flip it to the left side to Sprankle. He cuts it back up, and he's going to get the first down across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Got a helmet flying.
Only needed 1, and he got 2.
Defensive helmet off, number 70 for New Lex has to leave for 1 play.
Bodie DeCore lost his helmet. He's got to come out for a play.
Yeah, he's got to come out. His hat came off. Clock moving again, 10:25 to play in the football game. New Lex 27, Philo 12. Lincecum has his team to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes King off the outside.
And they're going to pick him up, but there's another blitzer. Now Lincecum's going to go down in the backfield, but he finds a man, and he almost completes it across the middle of the field. He danced and evaded 3 different rushers back there, but they had him surrounded, Mike.
And he threw it in the direction of a Philo receiver, but there was an official right there, too. He was in the mayhem there as well, so nobody came close to catching it.
He screened off the receiver a little bit. 2nd down and 10. That stops the clock with 10:08 to play in the football game. Philo trying to get a score, to get within a score, as they trail 27-12 with 10:08 to go. Lincecum has his team at the line of scrimmage. Straight back, going to throw it down the field. Got a man and tipped away and intercepted. Tipped and intercepted and brought back 40, 35, 30. Still on his feet to the 25. Interception.
Harrison Ratliff.
He caught the deflection. It was tipped away, went straight up in the air right to him, and he made the most of it. He returned it all the way down to the 25-yard line of Philo, and that is a huge play in the game because now New Lex sets up shop 1st and 10 on the Philo 26-yard line, and Mike, Philo could not stop New Lex running game the last possession.
You would think this ball will not leave the running back's hand. This should be nothing but runs. They got to get some clock running. Still 9:54 left.
I know Coach Board likes to he'll gamble, but boy, just run the football here because Stenson, he's been a workhorse, and he's going to get yardage down across the 25. And I see a flag on the play, and I think that's a hold.
It is definitely a hold.
And they're going to bring that one back. So we called it. It's going to be a run, but it's a holding play. It's a holding call on that run. That's going to back them up 10 yards.
And that time, it was kind of a stretch play to Stenson. That's kind of outside the tackles. That hasn't been working for New Lex. Right up the gut.
So that 10-yard mark off will take the ball back to the 36-yard line. New Lex with a 15-point lead. It's 27-12, and the clock now runs 9:35 to play in the football game. They would really like to just take their time and get this into the end zone and kind of put it out of reach. As it stands, Philo could get a stop, and they still got a chance to get back in it. Thrown to the sideline, and it's caught, and the receiver gets loose. 25-20, all the way down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. And again, when we thought they were going to run it, he makes a nice throw out into the flat, and the receiver makes some yards after the catch, Mike.
And that was number 18. I believe that was Tyson Spicer on the catch there.
And that's another Bicon Services first down for the New Lex Panthers. 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line. Here's the handoff to Stenson. Stenson tries to bounce it out to the right side, and he gets down across the 10-yard line. And he picked up at the 9-yard line, so we're going to call that 8 yards on first down. And that's hard to handle when you're picking up 8 yards on first down. That clock moving, 9:09 to play. New Lex sensing maybe just a way to put this one out of reach if they could get it into the end zone here.
Yeah, the fork's in, now they're just twisting it.
It's on the 9-yard line. 1st and goal from the 9, Ratliff in the shotgun. Matthias, they fake the handoff to him, a little bit of a jet action, and boy, he is going to be brought down in the backfield.
But we have a flag.
Terrell King brought down. Little reverse action to Terrell King. And we've got illegal procedure, maybe an illegal formation, and it's probably going to be the call.
Yeah, too many in the backfield.
So they're going to decline that one because they did get a big loss on the play. So now it's going back to the 12-yard line. That play a little bit too slow developing, I thought, Mike.
Yeah, and they're spread out all the way across the field. So anything they go outside with hasn't been successful.
And they're going to draw him offside. Nope. No flag this time. They must not have crossed the line of scrimmage. Ratliff in the shotgun. He's got Matthias behind him. And he gets the snap, and he's going to hand it off to Matthias, and he's brought down after a very short gain, went straight ahead, got to the 10, picked up a couple. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line.
So we're going to be under 8 minutes by the time this thing snapped.
Yep. And obviously they've got 2 downs to pick up the touchdown. It's 8 minutes now. The clock just went under 8 minutes to play. 27-12. Ratliff going to hand it off. He fakes the handoff and he finds a man across the middle. It's broken up on a really good tackle. Knocked the ball loose, and that was Sprankle on defense that time.
Come in at just the nick of time.
Boy, good play fake, and he had a man across the middle of the field, but
Toth took a lick.
Away. He did. He took a shot.
He's kind of
Sprankle back there in a safety spot. He came up with the hit.
Hobbling off. 4 substitutions here. We're going to look for a field goal here.
I think we're going to see a field goal.
So Eli Dixon's going to come in and try it.
And it's going to be put down at the 6, well, I'm going to call it the 15.5.
So we're looking at a 25.5-yard field goal.
Yeah, so we're going to call it, let's call it 26. We'll give it to him here. Field goal, good kick, and it is right down the middle. Dixon with a 3-pointer, and it makes the score now 30-12.
And that's
and
important.
There's your 3-score difference.
Yeah, so 18-point lead with 7:49 to go in the game. That's not insurmountable.
No.
But it's close.
We'll take a quick break. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
If you're having any problems with your heating system, you want someone who will be there right away to help. This is Russ Abels. At Abels, we provide emergency service for any brand of heating cooling system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us. We promise to get you up and running quickly and professionally. And if you ever need a replacement, we'll help you save energy and money with a new high-efficiency system, and we will do a flawless installation. If you need help with your heating, call Abels.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
It's another John Valentine Insurance kickoff here with 7:49 to play in the football game. New Lex now up 30-12 after that 26-yard field goal. And there's the kick, and it's caught down at the 28-yard line, brought across the 30 and to the 36-yard line.
It's fielded by number 18 for Philo.
The second time
Cam Ross.
He's received the kick and brought it back. Looked like he was trying to go to the ground, and
Yeah.
he got hit pretty hard and pretty high.
But if you were giving yourself up too late.
Yeah, just a little too late there. So Philo now going to take over first down on their own 36, and they trail 30-12, and they need some miracles to happen if they're going to get back in this one.
Well, they're going to have to get it in the air. Although Sprankles ran the ball well tonight, it's just not going to be fast enough. He has 81 yards on 21 carries. Linscomb, though, has to find a big play down the field.
They're going to have to complete some passes down the field. The passes he's been throwing out into the flats just aren't going to get it right now. He's going to look down the left sideline for Mahan, and he's got him open, and he catches it, and he falls out of bounds at the 25. And I got 39 yards.
I'm going to give him 40, Dave.
Okay, you give him 40.
I'm a nice guy.
I like that.
That's Mahan's second catch now he's got 41 yards.
So, again, he's been the big play receiver. He was last week for Philo, and he has been again this week. And just like that, Philo first down on the New Lex 25-yard line, and that's a Bicon Services first down for the Electrics.
Might as well try it again.
He was looking for him again. Now he's scrambling. He's going to roll to his left. He's got some room. There's
a hold, yeah.
And it's coming back, yep.
And we got an injured knee or this could be a cramp.
Yeah, I couldn't decide. He fell late. I was watching him behind the play.
Yeah, it's a cramp. And kudos to the Philo player here helping out. And that's is that Sprankle?
Yeah, that was Sprankle that came up there. That's going to come back. I believe that's going to be holding against Philo, because that's where they threw that is always a holding call, it seems.
Bodie DeCore with the cramp here, and
he had that problem earlier, I believe.
Helmet,
no, it was the helmet. It was the helmet. Sorry.
So, and then Sprankle went over to help him, which you don't see too often. Another team trying to help you with your cramp, and DeCore asked him, "Are you a doctor?" And he said, "No." Sprankle said, "But I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night."
Well, that's one of those things that you're told in all the coaching things that you go to and you do these in-services, and they tell you tell your players not to touch an injured player on the field of play, because you do not know what's wrong.
Yeah.
And if he touches him and there's something really wrong, I mean, if the guy's blown his knee, he just made it worse.
Right.
So yes, Sprankle was being a good sport. I get it.
But DeCore may have said it. It's a cramp.
Yeah, but, at the same time, you just don't want to do that. And that was a holding call brought back to the 35-yard line. So now 1st and 20 for Philo. They bring some heat. Lincecum gets rid of it as he threw it. And
that's a forward pass.
That's
an
incompletion.
incompletion.
They're going to say it's incomplete. But again, here comes Terrell King, and you better find a way to get him blocked when he's coming in, because he has been creating havoc. One time he jumped offside a little too quickly, but the other times he's timed it well, and he's been in Lincecum's face. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 20 from the New Lex 35-yard line for the Electrics.
King's that wide side linebacker, and you got to keep an eye on him. Like you said, he times it up pretty darn well.
And again, Philo coming out with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mahan, the big play guy, to the left. And he's looking for him down that sideline into the end zone on a post pattern, just a little bit overthrown. And good coverage back there by New Lex as well.
New Lex obviously in a good spot here defensively. They can play some games, especially at 3rd and 20.
Yes.
Up 18.
3rd and 20 with 7:20 to play in the football game.
These are the moments I kind of hated to be the play caller here, because you're down 18, you're 3rd and 20, and your quarterback's getting heat on him all night.
They're getting heat on him, and they can afford to bring some more heat again. And then Lincecum, he's got 3 receivers to his right, and he's going to have to throw it downfield. He does. It's high, but it's incomplete.
Bunch of defenders over there.
A lot of defenders. He's lucky it didn't get picked again. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 20 from the 35-yard line of the Panthers.
And you have to go for it.
You have to go for it. You're trailing 30-12, 7:13 left, and this is basically
the game.
If they don't pick it up here or get in the end zone or get the 1st down, this game is going to be over, because New Lex can just run the football. Even if they just get 1 1st down and have to kick it back, you're still not going to have much time left in the football game. So Lincecum, he's got to come up with something, and there's illegal procedure. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 25.
So, Dave, you've got to get receivers 25 yards down the field before you even let it fly.
Good luck.
And like I said, now New Lex, maybe they'll just rush 3, but knowing New Lex, they might bring 5 or 6.
Yeah, they've brought the heat tonight, and it's been pretty consistent. All right, so we've got 3 receivers to that right side of the formation. This has been Philo's forte tonight. Lincecum in that pistol, fakes the handoff. Here comes pressure right up the middle. Lincecum's got some room to his right. He'd like to go to his left to try to throw the football, because it's kind of tough for him going the other way. He's got a man down the middle of the field. He throws it, and it's too high and incomplete, and that is going to give possession back to the Panthers.
Great effort by Lincecum. Did the best he could with what he had there, and just fell short. Gave his team a chance. And that's all you can ask for in that situation.
New Lex will take over with a 30-12 lead and the football on their own 40. Now, we were talking about Fantastic 50, and do you remember what I told you that he had the game picked at?
Was it 17 or 18?
17.
17, wow. So Drew Pastor possibly
He's my math guy. He's my math guy.
He's your math guy. It looks like we do have a whole new lineup of players in here for New Lexington.
We've got exactly 7 minutes left in the contest. New Lex got some new folks in the game, but Ratliff's still going to be running the show. He's got a new running back in there with him. It looks like Gunnar Patton. And he's going to hand it to Patton. Patton straight ahead, and he gets to the 40, and that's it. He's going to be thrown back. Patton, a freshman in the ball game.
And you can see, obviously, the size disparity of, and it looks like, Philo has brought in some substitute junior varsity players as well.
Ratliff just came out of the game. A couple other players went out of the game for New Lex, so we've got a new quarterback in as well.
Number 36 at
and
quarterback.
that's a quarterback number you don't see very often, Dalton Waite. And he's going to hand it off to another freshman. And that was Gunnar Patton, and he gets it out to the 45, so he picked up 5 that time. And I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback number 36. He's listed as a tight end inside linebacker, but he's looking like the backup quarterback right now.
Big kid. He's a freshman?
He is a freshman, 5'10", 195.
He's built solid.
3rd down and 5, and we're going to be a handoff, and this time he is just swallowed up. Patton swallowed up in the backfield. And that is going to be a 4th down now, back at the 43-yard line, a loss of a couple. But the clock moving, it's the friend of the New Lex Panthers now, 5:33 to go.
Now, do you bring your first group punt team back on the field, or do you have a backup punt team? You know,
Philo has got Mr. Mahan back
they're missing
there.
Quite a few people out
And
here.
I'm going to tell you, if he gets some space, he could take it to the house.
He definitely could.
Because I got a lot of faith in those track guys when they get in the open field.
Just got to be careful maybe with this punt. This
High,
one's
and it goes over his head.
He might be able to get it and kick it.
Yes, he's going to be it, but he's going to run it. And he's going to be brought down all the way back at the 25-yard line.
That one kind of had disaster from the get.
Yes, it did. Now, I know Coach Board, he's not going to be happy. Even though it's some of his younger guys, he would like a little bit cleaner execution here at the end of the football game. But again, his team up 30-12, and we've got 5 minutes left in the football game. And Philo is going to take over on the New Lex 25. Another Surgeon Construction scoreboard update. Kind of scroll down here a little bit. Harrison Central now on top of Newcomerstown, 21-20 in the 4th quarter. Barnesville, 45, Meadowbrook 21. That's in the 4th quarter. Watkins Memorial up 28-14 over Sheridan. Coshocton on their way maybe to a victory, 29-23. And Morgan looking to go 2-0. They're up 28-6 over Warren. And there's a handoff to Sprankle. And Sprankle does not find much room, but does get a couple, maybe to the 23-yard line.
I know Sprankle would like to get about 17 more yards, crack that 100-yard barrier.
Linscomb still in the game as quarterback for the Electrics. 4:40 now with the clock rolling. And Linscomb gets the snap. He looks down the field, and there's a penalty flag again, illegal procedure, and that's going to mark him back 5 more yards.
A lot of illegal procedure penalties tonight.
Both teams.
Both teams.
And that was one thing the Philo folks told us, that they won in week 1, but they had 130 yards in penalties, and that's just something they needed to clean up.
Yep. Right now, these are alignment mistakes.
These are lineman mistakes. So now we're at the 28-yard line, and it's 2nd down and 13. Linscomb straight back, got a man across the middle. It's caught on the run, and it's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown.
25-yarder.
That was probably the best throw that Linscomb has made the entire game, and he had time to do it, which that's a key.
Jacob Savage.
Jacob Savage for the touchdown.
Nice pass, though. Really nice pass, nice catch.
That was a really good throw. A 3-play drive there for the Electrics, covering 25 yards. They are down 30-18. They're going to go for 2. And we've got 4:14 left here. And they can get it to 10 if they can get this too. Sprankle behind Lincecum. Got a man in motion, going to throw it out into the left, and he's got a man, and the two-point conversion is good.
Now we're looking at onside kick time, Dave.
To Spicer, and the two-point conversion is good. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up this fourth quarter. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
Fourth quarter action here at Sam Hatfield Stadium. Philo has just capitalized on a botched punt. They took over on the 25-yard line of the New Lex Panthers. They got it in the end zone 3 plays later. 25-yard touchdown pass from Lincecum to Savage, and all of a sudden a two-point conversion pass to Ross, and it's 30-20. Still life for the Philo Electrics. Now, not much, but there is life here for the Electrics, and it's an onside kick, and it goes the required 10 yards, and really goes farther than that, all the way to the 40-yard line, where they fall on it at the 42-yard line.
Clayton Locke.
So he's going to take over now on the 42-yard line.
Yeah, Clayton Locke did a nice job. Got down there and fielded it like a good second baseman would.
And now with 4:14 left, New Lex looking to run out the clock. Philo looking for a miracle, a stop, and then they get the ball back, and then they've got to score quickly, and then they've got to get a stop and get another score.
Now New Lex brought their first team back out, their first stringers.
Yes, see, the last possession, New Lex had their second team guys in, and it was a really fast possession because they ran 3 plays and then snapped the punt over the punter's head. But this time Stenson back in there, and he is brought down quickly. No gain on first down. But Stenson and his teammates not going to be in a big hurry. They do come to the line of scrimmage, but they're going to take their time calling the play because they've still got 30 seconds on the play clock.
Now, both teams have 3 timeouts. And I would think Logan Ratliff's going to take 20 more seconds here.
He's got to run some time here with the play clock.
That goes against everything that New Lex does as an offense.
It does.
They wait. They're not a waiting team, but they're going to have to do it here.
It's a game situation. You've got to run some clock here. He's going to throw it. He's got a man at midfield. It's complete, and that's going to be a first down. He hit it to Toth, and the play was blown dead. The Philo folks were thinking that was a strip and a fumble, but instead it's a first down as Toth gets it to the 45-yard line. And that is a Vicon Services first down, and the clock now continues to run. And now we're down to 3:20 to play, and New Lex, if they can get one more first down, Mike, this is pretty much going to end it for the Electrics.
Now we'll see what Philo does with their timeouts here.
Well, they've got timeouts left, and here comes Ratliff. 4 seconds on the play clock. Hands off to Stenson. Stenson straight ahead, and he only got a yard. Maybe, well, didn't even get a yard. He's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And 2:50 now with the clock rolling. And we're holding on to those timeouts right now. Because if I thought if they were going to use them, they were going to use them right there.
Yeah, and I just wonder what's going through the psychology of both coaches' heads. Coach Ward's probably thinking, I might have put my second stringers in a little too quick.
Yeah.
And then maybe Coach Linscomb's feeling like bad because he kept his first stringers in, so who knows?
All right, now this time Stenson gets away from pressure in the backfield and turns it upfield to the 40-yard line.
They did use a timeout here.
So they're going to bring to the 41. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. They did use a timeout. They've stopped the clock with 2:21 left to play. We'll just leave it right here, according to our main man Bryce Haynes back there. So we'll keep it right here. 2:21 of our game situation. It's 30-20 New Lex, and that's just
if you give up a first down, that's pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Philo to make a comeback here anyway. But any first down here will make it pretty tough, just with 2 timeouts left. Dave, I heard a good one today.
Was it my daily dad joke on the More Music Morning Show?
You could use it. But, if nobody's listening tonight. But so what did the custodian say when they opened up the janitorial closet?
Supplies!
Oh, my goodness. Have you used that one?
Yes, I've used that one.
Okay.
Now, this is one of my favorite ones this week. What do you call a girl standing at in the middle of a tennis court?
I don't know.
A net.
A net. Yeah. Well, it is a net. Huh.
See, you don't know what you're going to get on these broadcasts.
No, you don't.
Now, some people, they're going to be a hit at the big Labor Day barbecue this weekend with those jokes we just told right there, Mike Snively. 3rd down and 6 for New Lex. Ratliff in the shotgun, and he's going to throw it out on the left flat. He's got a man, and he's got it across the 40. 1st down, 30. And out of bounds, and that's going to be that first down that New Lex needed.
Well, it's going to be close because they called him out of bounds here. It looks like he got it.
They did call him out of bounds there, but I think he got it.
Was that Spicer?
I thought that
they gave it to him.
Yep. That was Spicer on the catch and the first down carry. And that's a first down with 2:13 to go. And that means the large lady is going to start singing for the New Lex Panthers.
Now, he did go out of bounds, so.
Stop the clock. New Lex going to run their record to 2-0. They have been on quite a run over the last 3 or 4 seasons, Mike. They've had some really good football teams, and they're not missing a beat, even though they graduated some important pieces of their team. And that play got blown dead. Boy, Stenson was on his way to the end zone.
Delay a game.
Did they get a delay game on them? Yes, they did.
More than anything, Coach Board, he's building a program. He's building this program, and he's showing confidence in younger guys. He's showing confidence in his players to throw the ball in situations most would be running it. And there's a lot of confidence in this Panther program right now.
Well, last year, small school division champions, and now they're got eyes on a repeat. And you'd be hard-pressed to pick against them right now. They've got some big play capabilities, and there he's under pressure in the backfield, but Spicer gets loose, or Ratliff gets loose, and he's brought down at the 45 on a sack. And boy, they were on him quickly. Philo gets good defensive penetration against that line of scrimmage.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah,
still putting her in the air up 10, but it's still a game. You're still trying to get first downs here because, quite frankly, it's not over yet.
2nd down and 20 for New Lex. Play clock at 14 and running. Clock in the game down to 1.5 minutes and running. Ratliff, he's going to hand it off. Stenson barrels ahead. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown.
It's a 45-yard run.
Stenson, and it's his 4th one of the football game, as he hits from 45 yards out.
187 yards, 4 touchdowns on 19 carries.
On 19 carries.
And I think we have another cramp.
You're
19
right.
carries, 187. Fantastic night by the young man, Paul Stenson.
And you lose Kellogg. You're thinking, well, yeah, all right, we had Stenson back there. He played in the backfield last year. All right, and as you said, Coach Board is just plugging them in, and they go.
And Stenson, I was wondering, does he have some speed? Because we saw him pick up 8, 10-yard chunks, and we saw it right there.
Yes, he did. He just ran away from everybody there.
And that was the longest run on the night for either team.
Yep. Well, that's made our score 36-30. We've got a man with a cramp down on the field right now. We've got 1:17 left to play.
Our third cramp here in the second half.
Yes.
And it's not like it's really hot, but you're still getting into that football shape. About week 4 is about the end of the cramps, you see.
Yep. Yep, and a lot of it has to do with the temperature and the weather too, because it gets a little cooler. You're not going to sweat as much. So
they got on that pickle juice kick there forever for the cramps.
Yeah. Back in my day, it was salt tablets.
Salt tablets, yeah.
Which so unhealthy if you think about that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have to worry about that because as a golfer, I didn't get any cramps.
But didn't you have to carry your own bag?
Yeah.
No.
We're going to try to kick an extra point again, and he's been pretty good.
Solid.
He's shown a very solid
Drilled
footing.
a nice 25-yard field goal.
Kicked the field goal. He's kicked an extra point, and he's going to get to try another one. Eli Dixon, number 3. Good snap, good hold, and another really nice kick, and Dixon nails it.
Good leg drive there.
And that's going to make our score 37-20. New Lex with a 17-point lead here with 1:17 left, and that is pretty much going to end this one. It's just a matter of what Philo is going to choose to do coming out here on offense, and I think they've got a group of youngsters that looks like they're going to come out here and play this last possession for the Electrics, and that'll end this one. Philo going to fall to 1-1 on the season. New Lex at 2-0. Next week, New Lex is at Morgan in a battle of 2 undefeated teams.
2 undefeated teams should be a good one. Now, let's not forget football season's a grind. These
is.
guys getting up tomorrow will have to go. Philo will have to travel to New Lexington for a 10 a.m. JV game.
Yeah.
And it may have been moved up earlier so people can catch the Ohio State-Texas game tomorrow.
Philo is traveling to Maysville next week. And that's a game I've seen both teams now, and they're going to be pretty similar. I mean, that's going to be a close football game as well. So Philo at 1-1 as they will travel to Maysville, kind of the backyard rivalry here.
The battle
between
of the blue
those
and
two
gold teams.
We will have that one for you on the radio and on video next Friday night. YRP TV YouTube channel. The best thing about these games, Mike, you go back and they're still there.
They're still there.
Another Valentine Insurance kickoff. This time the ball is rolling down to the 20-yard line. A good kick.
That was the most effective kickoff right there because there was no chance of a return. It gets to the 20-yard line, 21-yard line.
Nobody to return it, and you had to go fall on it or it's going to be a turnover. So now, in the scheme of all this, Philo in the series, 41 wins, New Lex 40.
Yeah, and 2 ties.
And 2 ties.
So we've almost got like a dead even series between these two schools.
That started all the way back in 1938.
Wow.
That's
a long time ago.
Yes, it is.
I wonder where Philo's field was in 1938.
You got to wonder that one, don't you?
I'm sure some historians could.
Well, it's listed on, if you check it out, I've talked about this guy's website, 4 Seasons Football. It's amazing. He's got historical records for any team in this area you'd like to see. If you wanted to know who won the game between these two teams in 1940, you can find it. And it tells you where the game was played and everything.
Wow.
And this guy, I've exchanged some emails with him. He updates. That's what he does on Saturdays. He's a PA guy at a high school football stadium, and then on Saturday he just spends the day.
Where's he from?
It's over in Maryland.
Oh, he's in Maryland, but he's in high school football in Ohio?
Well, it's Appalachia. He covers West Virginia, Appalachian schools in Ohio.
Okay.
As Philo going to hand the ball off here. And 40 seconds now to play in the game. That was a 2nd and 5. And that loss is going to make it now 3rd and about 7. And I think we've got one more snap left in the football game from the 24-yard line. And New Lex, as we mentioned, 2-0. Philo drops to 1-1.
By the way, that's Christian South running the football there for the Philo Electrics.
Okay, we got the quarterback in here is Audie Buchanan into the game. He rolls to his right. He's going to throw it. He's got a man. It's complete at the 28-yard line, but that's not enough for the first down, and that's the last play of the football game. New Lex 37, Philo 20. We'll come back and wrap this one up in just a couple of minutes. This is high school football on AVC Sports.
Members of Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative love Southeast Ohio, where the hills roll, the roads are crooked, and the trees are plentiful. Keeping the lights on in our beautiful corner of the state is a challenge Guernsey Muskingum gladly accepts and works hard to accomplish. Safety and reliable electricity at a reasonable cost are always our top priorities. It's our way of keeping the lights on for all members of Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
I'm Ted from TK Auto Service at 2303 Glen Highway.
And I'm Julie. We've been in business for 26 years, proudly serving this community with reliable and trustworthy auto services.
Our customers are like family, and we are committed to keeping your vehicle running smoothly.
Whether it's a quick oil change or a major repair, we're here for you. We appreciate your trust and support.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram to stay updated and connected.
Thanks for choosing TK Auto Services. We're here because of you.
Is your son or daughter ready for the next step in their education? Look no farther than Zane State College, located just a short drive away. Zane State College has a history rooted in the values of our hardworking, roll-up-your-sleeves Appalachian community. We are committed to providing top-notch education and real-world skills right here in Southeast Ohio. Call 740-588-5000 and join a community that values tradition, hard work, and the future of your family at Zane State College.
At Doan Ford, your family means the world to us. Our parts and service department work to make sure your family arrives at their destination safely. Our collision department takes pride in getting your family back on the road. Whether you're taking a trip, going grocery shopping, or taking the kids to school, choose Doan Ford. We will be happy to help you. Stop in and see us today for all of your parts and service or collision needs.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. All Well is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of a guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WILE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH ICON.
Dave Hilliard, Mike Snively back here at Sam Hatfield Stadium for our post-game report. New Lex defeats Philo 37-20 in a football game that was a lot closer than that score indicates, Mike. And, it just kind of got away from Philo there later in the game. But, really a close football game. 14-12 at halftime.
14-12 at halftime. Pretty much a dead even first half. And the way Philo came out in the second half with their initial drive in the second half, you thought, this is going to be very interesting. But that was basically all they could muster in the second half, and I had them for only 9 yards because of the sack totals in the second half. Just not a lot going on for the Philo offense there.
Go ahead and share some of those stats. I know you got some more official type stats there we got from the good folks here at Philo.
As always, I want to thank Dan Hilty, the girls basketball coach here at Philo. He always takes good care of me with some stats, and I did my own stats along the way, but I did get the official stats. Philo ran the ball 35 times for 108 yards. Linscomb was 10 of 21 for 91 yards for a total yards for Philo, 199 yards. New Lex, on the other hand, they ran it 44 times, 279 yards on the ground, 11 of 18 for Ratliff for 126 yards and 405 total yards. 1 turnover for Philo, 2 turnovers for New Lex. Penalty yards, 8 penalties for 49 yards for the Electrics, and 11 penalties for 83 yards for New Lex. Leading the Philo Electrics on the ground was Slade Sprankle. He carried it 22 times for 83 yards. And leading the New Lexington on the ground was Paul Stenson, 4 touchdowns on 19 carries for 187 yards. Tanner Toth caught 4 passes for the Panthers for 77 yards. And Jacob Savage caught 2 passes for 34 yards for the Philo Electrics, along as Aiden Mahon. He had 2 catches for 41 yards.
And how the scoring broke down in this one tonight. In the first quarter, New Lex got on the board first, a 2-yard run by Stenson. That's a 5-play, 65-yard drive. The 2-point conversion from Ratliff to Spicer made it 8-0. Philo answered on a 4-yard touchdown run by Sprankle, and a 5-play drive that made the score 8-6, a unsuccessful 2-point conversion, and that was the theme of the first half. Second quarter, Philo took the lead in this game for the first time on a 13-yard touchdown run from Sprankle. It was a 2-play, 17-yard drive because they got an interception. They turned into points. Incomplete on the 2-point conversion, 12-8 then in favor of Philo. New Lex took the lead right before halftime, a minute 58 to go until the half on a 2-yard run from Ratliff. On 4th down, the 2-point conversion no good. That made it 14-12 at the half. Then in the third quarter, with 4:40 left, New Lex took the lead, extended their lead, I should say. 15-yard run by Stenson, 8-play, 77-yard drive made it 21-12, and then a 10-play drive, or excuse me, a 6-play drive ended on a 10-yard run by Stenson again. The 2-point conversion no good. As we started off the fourth quarter there, it was 27-12 in favor of New Lex. With 7:49 left in the game, they kicked a 26-yard field goal by Dixon, and that made the score 30-12, but Philo just would not go away. They scored with 4:14 left to play on a 25-yard pass from Linscomb to Savage, and a pass a 2-point conversion from Lexington to Ross. That made the score 30-20, and then New Lex sealed the ball game, ended it with 1:17 left. Stenson on another 45-yard touchdown run. This time, the extra point good, and it's 37-20, and that is our final. And Mike, Drew Pasteur's fantastic 50 had New Lex by 17.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
He had to go to Vegas or something, man. That's crazy. He set the line, and he was right.
That's what those math professors at Worcester University do. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Again,
17.
Yeah, no joke. Thanks to our sponsors, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Sutro Ford Lincoln Nissan, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, TK Auto Service, Great Clips, Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, Action Total Staffing, Bicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, Shriver's Pharmacy, and Zane State College. We have a couple special awards to give to the Philo kids tonight. First, Mike, our favorite place to eat, Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game.
It's going to be Slade Sprankle, who had 83 yards, 2 touchdowns on 22 carries. So congratulations, Slade.
And also our Guernsey Muskingum Power lineman of the game, that's awarded to Camden Stoner. He, on defense, he was chasing Ratliff around all night long, and he finally got to him there in the second half and got a sack on him. But Camden Stoner, he is our power lineman, and that's sponsored by Guernsey Muskingum Power, or Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative. I've got to spit that all out there. He is our power lineman of the game, the young guys from Philo, so we certainly appreciate Guernsey Muskingum Electric sponsoring that award as well. As we said, next week, New Lex goes to Morgan in a battle of 2-0 teams. Maysville was winning their second game. I didn't get the final, but they were winning comfortably. They will be 2-0 as they take on the Electrics 1-1 next week in kind of a backyard brawl. That takes place at the Maysville Athletic Complex. I will be there next week, and we'll have that on NASH ICON again and also YRP TV. Anything else we need to wrap up here, Mike?
Well, I just think we got a really good ball game tonight. New Lexington, Coach Board, always pulling out the tricks. Tonight, it was the splits and the how they used the entire field. They did an excellent job. Ratcliffe steps in for Isaiah Stevens from a year ago, does a terrific job. He can do it with his arm.
Just don't miss a beat,
do they?
Yeah,
they don't miss a beat. And Philo showed some promising things tonight, especially with their running game.
Right.
They've got some strength. They've got some power. They're going to beat some good teams this year.
Yes, they will. Just when they run the football well, and they can beat some people too. Like it's kind of an upset win against Heath for them, and that's
right.
Despite the penalties, but they got to regroup again next week because there'll be a lot of emotion in that game. There always is between Maysville and Philo. I'm interested to do my research on that one for next week as well. So that's going to wrap everything up here. We certainly appreciate Andrew Dunlap with the camera work tonight. Bryce Haynes, our engineer / video coordinator, whatever we call him. It's Slash. You should appreciate that as a Steelers fan. You call somebody Slash. It was like Cordell Stewart, right?
Stewart.
There you go, Cordell Stewart, Slash. So that's going to wrap everything up here from Sam Hatfield. Say to me again, New Lex wins this one 37-20 over Philo. This has been high school football presented by AVC Sports.
You've been listening to High School Football, a presentation of AVC Sports.